No idea what the plan is. Can we just, before
So
we
yeah,
start, can we just real quick, what is the plan?
I mean, yeah, that was going to be my first question is what do you guys want to try and learn and what is your plan going forward?
Hmm. I mean, we did talk about like doing some kind of like uh, scouting downtime kind of thing
Yeah.
um,
So do y'all
as a
want
part
to
of this.
do that? What are you looking into?
Um, so,
Mm.
uh,
Well,
do we have time to buy stuff?
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
there's a the whole hive is a large market essentially. You know, it's the visitors' hive. They sell things here. Some of it's touristy. Others is actual useful stuff.
Okay. Um, if we're looking for just interesting items, what is the chance we could find something that is like a magical item, uniquely convenient for this mission?
Do you have an item in mind, or are you asking me to come up with an item uniquely convenient for this mission?
Like cloak of um a cloak that lets you cast Dimension Door.
Oh, like the Cloak of Monty Bank.
I don't know the name of it.
I think that's like an actual D&D item.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know the name of it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. To because then Blythe just goes vroom vroom vroom.
So yeah, if you want to look for magic items,
On what's their markup in this economy?
we're gonna roll for that. Maybe
Are
like
they are they a gold based economy system here?
they take gold. You can find a money lender. At the very least, Azrim will take your money and convert it.
Yes,
Um,
thank you, Azra. Won't give me names, but okay. Give me the names, Azram. Don't be a coward, Azram.
names of
Sorry.
what?
We have some friends.
Oh, demons, devils. No, those cost more than money.
Yes, he has stated so before.
Um,
Um,
yeah. You want to make some sort of intelligence or charisma check?
yeah, I can do uh God, I can do a charisma check. Like
Do you have persuasion or something, or just
I
flat
do have
charisma?
persuasion. They're all the same stat because I have somehow managed in all of my modifiers, they're either on all of my skills, it's either a +4 or a +0.
Huh.
There is nothing else. So that's I'm gonna
Pretty
roll
good.
charisma.
All right. So a 9. So Blythe goes out looking for magic items. You know, there's plenty of magic out in the multicosmos. You know, this plane, this realm is not isolated. It's not some backwater. You can probably find what you're looking for if you know the right place to look. Unfortunately, you don't know the right place to look, but some helpful people um, do
No.
show you their cousin's shop that has what you're looking for at a higher price.
Okay. Uh, can I insight check to see if they're actually showing me a genuine like cloak or if it's just like rags or like arcana check
Yeah,
or
you can
something?
make an Arcana check. Do you not have Detect Magic?
I have. Do I have
Because
anything? I. Mm, Who knows? I'm looking at it, I swear. No, I have detect evil and good. I
Okay.
do not have detect magic.
So yeah, you
I-
can make an Arcana check to inspect it, make sure
Mhm.
that what they're selling you is actually magic.
17.
Yeah, this item is a cloak, cape of the Monte Bank.
How
Wearing
much?
it allows you to catch Dimension Door as an action, leaving behind a cloud of brimstone.
How much for it?
How much? Good question. I don't have the chart up just yet, but I will open it.
Blythe would also like to make small talk asking about national holidays and when shops are closed.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are all too happy to, you know, chat up someone. Um, uh, I cannot find the price stuff.
I have a question for you while you're looking for it.
Yes.
Do we know what the outer walls of the silo are made out of?
The outer walls, as in like the building, or
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess both. I guess like the fort around it and the silo itself.
You don't know specifically, but it looks to be some sort of hard packed clay.
Okay.
Um,
And the silo.
and the silo door is some sort of metal. You can't actually see the silo itself because it is underground.
Okay. I figured some of it might have been sticking up above the ground, but it's all below.
I hate that in 5th edition magic items just don't have a price.
Yeah, I mean, there's the rarity.
A couple of tables.
I can't even find the
Mhm.
table.
Yeah, I'm also like.
What's
Remember,
the
I have-
rarity?
Rare.
I think
What's
that's
that?
like
500 to
I'm so sorry.
5,000?
something like that. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to roll a die.
There's a table in Xanathar's. There's a table in the Master's
Alright.
Guide.
So, I don't know if you heard that, but someone's honking. So this will run you 6,000 gold for the cloak. Sorry, cape.
Mhm. Cape.
Um,
Oh, it's a cape?
It's a cape. It does not require attunement, and it
Oh.
lets you cast Dimension Door as an action.
Okay.
Once per long rest.
Oh.
Wow, that's
Oh.
not as good as it
Yeah.
initially sounded.
Yeah, not at all. I can do quadruple that just by myself. Um, I was thinking of giving it as a gift to someone, but if it's only once and as an action, 6,000. 6,000 gold?
6,000 gold, no attunement required,
Yeah.
but only
Uh,
usable once per day, essentially.
mm-hmm.
Great for escapes or party tricks, but
Uh,
not like for someone who wants to teleport around everywhere.
yeah. Okay. So it wouldn't be for me then. Footfalls can just book it. Um, Doftoff and Finric, how are you on like getting out of things?
I've got so I have a device called the short range teleporter. Um,
Okay.
it allows Misty Step up to 60 feet 10 times, and I have one use of Dimension Door with it. But
Oh,
if I don't roll 20 on an Arcana check, it busts it. So it's like a
okay. And Doftoff?
Yeah, Dovshov has like he either goes all the way out or he could just fly around. Like his means of getting out are word of recall back to Cernepza, and that's about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
He
Um,
used to be able to turn it to mist, but that's gone now,
okay. Um,
Those were the days.
right?
I'm gonna buy it. I'll buy it.
No.
I will. Is it pretty at least? Is it like a nice pink or something? Or is it like an ugly color?
It's probably like way too glittery. It's like extravagantly
Yeah,
over the
like
top.
it's well embroidered, brightly colored, but very flashy, very shiny, which can be good in the right setting.
I put it on and I do a twirl for the shop as I'm gonna buy it because I am buying it. I'm
Okay.
gonna repeat it till I'm done. Uh, but yeah, I would also like to make small talk and ask about any national holidays they might have
Yeah.
coming up.
Can you roll like you already rolled persuasion, so there really should be a gather information check. That should be a skill.
Could be.
You roll a
Could do an
charisma check.
investigation. Just a charisma, straight up. I'm
Yeah,
okay with that.
because
Charisma.
investigation is like checking something.
Yeah.
Yeah. The local Rastipedes don't have any. Actually, no, they do. They celebrate Liberation Day.
Lord, that sounds horrifying. Yeah. What is Liberation Day?
Liberation Day is when they cast off their queen. Um, the Rastipedes were once a hive ruled by queens until they realized that they didn't actually need the queen except to propagate their species. And so the queen was overthrown. The various queens of various hives were overthrown, and they're still alive. They are still producing more Rastipedes, but they're no longer the ruling class.
Hmm. And when is that coming up? The celebration of this great Liberation Day.
I'm gonna roll 2d10.
I forget the description of the Rastipedes. What do they look like?
Rastipedes are this like insectoid pillar. They've got 6 legs that go like around their bodies. They're upright. They've got 2 arms and like a insectoid cone head, like a mantis, but like two on like one and then the other. So kind of like a walking stalagmite bug.
Okay.
Footfalls and Blythe are both birds, so realistically, they both have some part of their brain going, bite it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's big food.
Yeah, it is.
So Liberation Day is yeah, Liberation Day is next week.
Oh, that is so close. You must be very excited for it. Um, is there like a celebration that you do annually?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, these
Eric.
bugs celebrate Liberation Day. I mean, why wouldn't they? They have parades. They have music, marching troops. You know, it's like any parade. Like
Cool. Well, thank you so much. That's all very useful information. I would also like to know like where the parade is taking place, where to where, what time. I'm genuinely interested in the parade because I'm distracted. Uh, but I'm
yeah,
also,
like the
is
parade
there like an
goes like
attire?
from the top of the city and spirals down. Um, yeah, it's on the outside, so there's lots of sunlight. There's fireworks going off, and they do this at every hive, not just visitors' hive.
Nice, that's really cool. And I'm like, Blythe will take way too long just asking general questions about it. And then when she gets back, she's gonna communicate this. And also, they're gonna have fireworks. So if we want to make a lot of noise, that would be a good chance. But it's next week, so we might have to wait a bit. That's okay with everyone. Also, there's gonna be parades. Maybe we'll get to see the parade a bit. Maybe. And I haven't. Yeah. Also, she goes up to Dovtov. Sorry, to oh no, to Dovtov, yes. And like takes the cape off her shoulders, puts it around him. This is for you. Oh, you look so great. Um, it can make you go poof once a day. You don't need to change it. You're welcome.
Doftoff looks at the cloak. How much of it is or cape? Excuse me. How much of it is draping on the ground?
Um,
How tall a person was this cloak cape designed for?
so the cape is not so much like tall, so it does go down to your like knees or ankles. It would normally fit around someone's waist, but it is very. There's a lot of fabric that allows you to like whoosh around.
Doftoff twirls.
Yeah.
You look amazing. I'm so glad I got it for you. You know what? It's worth it just to see you in these beautiful colors. It's great.
Yeah, the glimmer and shimmer clash pointedly with Doftoff's like earthen,
Yeah.
burnt orange and green and brown tones
Yeah.
of adopted garb.
This is definitely like something you would wear to a fancy event with matching clothes.
Yes.
He says, "Oh my goodness, thank you." Poof, you say?
Yes.
It's like, where do I go? What do I am I invisible? Do I?
To a spot you have to oh my god. Upwards to a spot you can describe within 500 feet of where you are when you want to go poof. So
Goodness.
yeah,
I've never teleported outside of a circle or a deity helping me out. This is incredible. Thank you, Blythe.
Oh, that's really cool. I teleport all the time, so I thought it would be useful for someone else as well. That being said, I'm gonna go grab my food that just got here.
All right.
Haha.
You do that, Blythe.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Who else has like some downtime action or like information they're seeking out?
Yeah, I had the thought that I could be like standing way far away from the silo and watching for a while, especially if we were gonna spend like a week or whatever.
Yeah. Also,
Like
you
I could
have
just
perfect eyesight, and the plane is perfectly flat. So
and I have this, which is
All
yeah, I know
text.
it's a lot of text. There's one in there, just the zoom lens, um, and that I can use as well.
all right. Zoom lens. You advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. In clear visibility, you can make out details of extremely distant creatures or objects as small as 2 feet across. Awesome. Yeah,
So-
you can just see the whole thing. That makes sense, yeah. So you're looking for like guard patterns, anything else?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You're doing something
Yeah.
useful. Okay.
Guard patterns. Looking for any gaps in the defenses. I can run around in circles around the silo because, like, that's just like I can spend the time to do that and look at it from different angles.
Yeah.
And I want to see if there's any way that's like, if someone were invisible, they could go by here, or if someone were really fast, they could go by here. Things like that.
Yeah. Cool.
And or like, if like there's a particular guard that is like always falling asleep, or whatever, something like that.
So I am going right now to reveal the hidden guards, because obviously you would know like who would be there. Because the guard patterns are relatively consistent, or actually extremely consistent. They have the same, groups of guards every couple shifts. Probably like 6 troops in all that rotate out. The Rastipedes actually stay double shifts because they don't need to rest.
Okay.
And yeah, can you make like an insight check?
Okay. Let's see. All right.
Cool.
Not bad.
Yeah, so
And I think I even have like a higher passive insight.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna give you some information. You watch, for a while, the same rotation of people come by. The operators on the inside of the silo also change, not as often as the guards do. These guys change every 2 days. And so every 2 days, 2 people, I think it's 2 people. 2 people leave and 2 people go in, although they actually go in first and then leave after. Um, um, yeah.
What are the people?
So
that
there
are
are different
inside?
people each time. There is a consistency to them. There are a group of 12 people. And only 2 of them go in at a time. Yeah, so there's a goblin, 3 rastipedes, 3 zvarts, 3 vidalkin, a dragonborn, a red dragonborn, and a human-esque person. Probably human, elvish, something like that.
Okay.
Or just a race that looks like a human, like possibly Azamar, something like that. I don't know. Demi-human or human person. And 2 of them go in, 2 of them come out, and that's every 2 days. Excuse me. And you see that they put in the password every day, or every 2 days.
Can I see what the password is?
You can. I
Great.
don't have like a number sequence because that's
Mhm.
not important, but you have the password to the outer door.
Sweet. Cool. Well, all right. I obviously will just share that with the group.
Right. So yeah, the vault
And,
entrance password has been discovered.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sweet. I think that's my downtime thing.
Okay. Dovtoff, Mike, or Fenric.
Dovtoff is going to take, like, kind of knowing the stakes and some of the circumstances, is going to take some time, study his tomes and the magics available to him, and basically not necessarily perform a long rest, but as if he were for preparing new spells.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the demon's name?
The devil's name is
Devil's name, sorry.
Azrian.
Azreem. Yeah, Dovtoff hits up Azreem for like some study quarters, or private area.
Yeah. I mean, you have your the room in his hostel that you can, shoo people out of for a bit. You're staying there with just these 4 others actually, because Onarth is staying with you. But yeah, they're. Can you roll a religion check for me?
If I can, me and intelligence-based skills, love them. 21.
Cool. So, as you're preparing your spells, you're focusing on yourself, on the your connection to the company, to the land of Molduna, you do find it more difficult to have the magic flow through you. There is significantly more effort that has to pass through in order for magic to take hold. But not to the point where, you can't cast spells.
With this kind of understanding of this difficulty of magic, would Dufftoff get this, like, be able to discern, like, can't cast spells, but would there be any sort of adverse side effects to casting spells, or any kind of speed bumps to overcome, hurdles to clamber over, metaphorically?
Yeah. So you're able to tell that as the magic flows through, it is coming through your necklace, the necklace
Primordial
of the
heart.
devout, the primordial heart that is the realm anchor for your home realm,
Which I have now removed from the realm.
which you have removed from the realm. You can tell that as you cast spells, the reality of your realm will break down over time. It's not immediate. It's not, you have 10 spells you can cast and then everyone's dead. It's, hydrofluorocarbons are in the atmosphere burning the ozone. So it will do damage to the realm over time.
Understood.
To which realm specifically?
Molduna.
Ours, yeah.
Hmm. And this is specifically because of that anchor situation.
Yes, because he is a cleric of Molduna, has the realm anchor, which is what kind of allows him to cast spells while not on Molduna, but burns part of reality away.
I was the wrong person to bring on this mission.
No matter what, don't tell Blythe. No matter what.
Cool. Fenric, do you have an idea of what you're doing to, kind of get ready?
Yeah. Finric's looking for an item or a scroll of enlarge or reduce.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to make a a persuasion check or something like that.
Oh yeah. Let me take a look. Can I make that an intimidation check?
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm just kind of going about town, and I think the story that Finric has concocted for himself is that he just hired muscle on a mission,
Mm-hmm.
and he just needs to get something that he was told to get, and yeah, he's just kind of forcing his way through it.
Okay.
Yikes!
So the swindlers here know a tourist when they see one.
You wouldn't happen to have inspiration.
Let me take a look. I think I do. I do not. Never mind.
Okay.
Could we have gone
Um,
together and I could assist? Since I already went shopping, anyways.
Yeah, you guys can go shopping together and
Yay, shopping trip.
Woohoo!
yeah. Roll again then. Okay. Um so they do know tourists when they see them. But they also can smell an easy mark and tell the difference between an easy mark and a more difficult mark. The easy mark being Blythe.
Ah. Wait, did I just assist by comparison?
Yes, you assisted him by being an easier target for scams.
Oh.
And so they don't focus on Finric, allowing him to not be persuaded by the, oh, my cousin has a shop, come with me, we'll overcharge you. And you're able to find, a nice shop in like the lower part of the hive that sells various scrolls. Most of it's games or aid in cooking or daily tasks, but they also have other scrolls that are more pricey, more useful for what you're doing. And you wanted enlarge, reduce.
Yes.
Do you know what level spell that is?
I do not.
I think it's a level 2. Enlarge, reduce. Yes, a level 2 transmutation spell. So that will cost. Roll a d10. Or would that be a d5? A d5. So we'll call that a 4. It'll cost you 400 gold. And you can probably purchase other scrolls if you're looking for other specific things.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have a giant strength scroll?
Giant strength. That's not a scroll. You mean like enhance ability?
Yes.
Yes. That'll just run you another 400.
Okay, I will take both of them.
Cool. Yeah, and enhance ability allows you to pick any of them, I think. Bear's endurance, bull strength, cat's grace, eagle splendor, fox's cunning, and owl's wisdom.
Awesome. Okay, so that's 1,400 total?
Yep. Wait, what? 1,400?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said 900 for one of them. Was
no,
it?
400 for each.
Okay. All right, cool.
So 800. Cool. So yeah, you all start looking into these various projects, start gathering information, preparing. When you meet back up, what is your next move? You do have a few days if you're gonna do it on the day of Liberation Day.
Mhm. I still have no real clue.
All right. Do we want to like check what levels of security they have, and compare it to what you've got? Where is this? Oh gosh, long gone. Yeah, now I'm just
What
at
do you
the
mean?
soup memes.
What?
What?
I'm
Soup.
scrolling through Discord looking for the post that I
Yeah,
put
the layers of
in. I've gone too far to the soup memes. Ah, here it is. So they're the layers of defense.
Right.
Why didn't
So
it copy?
I know there was someone who knew the passcodes last time they were talking about I think it was an ooze named Squelch. It was
It is.
Yes. So inside the facility, there is an ooze who creates the password, and that ooze is named Squelch. They're the quote unquote launch codes.
Hmm. Do we know what it looks like when it launches?
No, you've not seen one of these launch.
Okay. But that wouldn't have been given. That information wouldn't have been given to us by the devil
Oh,
person.
I mean, yeah, he. So, I've never seen it. I hope to never see it, because that means a whole mess of trouble. But basically, a sword of Damocles, when it is used, if it is not, armed on sight, which hopefully it is not, because that means we're all dead, worse than dead. When it is used, it, rips open a hole through reality into the all else, travels to its location, rips a hole, and detonates. So if they activate it, what will happen is the doors will open, the silo bay doors, and it will be fired into the air, where it will rip a hole into the all else.
And then everyone here would die.
No. Because then it would no longer be on the realm, it would go to its intended destination, and then everybody would cease to exist on that realm. Now, if it is used on site, if you somehow activate it here, then we will all cease to exist.
What happens if it's detonated in the all else?
Good question. I don't know if they've tried that. Well, actually, hold on. Let me think this. Also, I realize I'm doing the Onarth voice, so let's just say Onarth is telling you this. It erases things from existence. The all else doesn't exist. So either nothing, or maybe it would generate a new realm? That could be interesting.
Generating a new realm like the gods do.
Well, the gods don't generate realms. This guy has no idea.
Odd crit fail right there.
Yeah, it's a quick fail on his intelligence check to like think out what would happen. Well, gods don't really generate realms. Realms just kind of happen. They do influence them for sure, but maybe it creates a new god. Maybe maybe it ignites the nothing that is the all else on fire and everyone burns. Maybe it destroys everything. I don't know. Could be any number of things. Whatever it is, they haven't tested it, and there's probably a good reason for that.
You mean the whole time this has been here, it's never been shot?
No, because if it was shot, it wouldn't be here.
It would be in the all else.
Yes.
My head hurts.
Though they have used two of them. The angels back a long time ago, during the war between what were they? The beholders and the Illithids, and the angels and devils. During that whole war, the angels blew up two realms of the beholders, and that convinced them to stop fighting. Because the Illithids were already mostly gone, but the beholders, full of pride and whatnot, they were like, hey, we're gonna keep going.
And what happens to the weapon after it is detonated?
I think it also is erased. I think it erases itself.
The sure way to destroy it would be to detonate it.
Yeah, that would work. We planning on destroying it?
I don't know what we're planning. I'm actually very confused. There's so many things happening. When is the festival? I want to go buy nice things. Someone else was questioning him about stuff, so I'm gonna wait for them to come back with the rest of their questions.
Yeah, Dovtov chimes in and
Sorry.
says, we can't bring it back with us. I mean, we could. I'm just saying, we don't want to, and we can't detonate it here. And the consequences of detonating it in the all else are unknown. Is there any way to permanently dismantle it without detonation?
Not that I know of. Again, I am not an expert on this. And Azreem also chimes in as, and neither am I.
Any idea how they are forged?
Rumors. This is advanced technology, you know. Only the angels and devils have access to them. It's not exactly common knowledge on how they are made.
Is there someone in the silo who would have that knowledge?
Probably. I mean, the commander of the silo would probably know. I think the commander was an angel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the commander is definitely going to know how this thing operates.
Azrim, wouldn't you know?
I am no expert. I am a spy, not a scientist.
But the
Per-
commander is a scientist.
Or a high-level military member who has been explained all this.
perhaps perhaps the commander is the person we want to have be on our side. Because that way we can get insight knowledge on how to possibly destroy it if we can know how it's built.
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm easily distracted. Isn't the commander the person who's guarding it from us who are going to go and try and steal it?
Yes, but we have a heist thing where we can say that someone was working with us the whole time, and I guess we could maybe say to the commander.
I don't remember. I think I said you couldn't use that on the commander. There's no specific ruling in the write up that I sent.
Oh.
But I'm saying that it. I'm sure there's actually a way you could explain why this would make sense. But I can't think of it.
So
I'm going to say it'd be risky to try and no, it wouldn't be risky to try. It'd be risky to bank on that. Be like,
well,
this is assured. We're going to use it on him. He's going to tell us. Because you'll have to convince me that it makes sense. I don't want to pull the rug out from under you if you're saying we are going to do this. I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying it won't work, because I don't want to say it won't work, because it might. But I'm going to say it would be you will have to actually convince me of how this guy is actually working for you.
Well, I mean, how I feel like this is kind of like a middle of nowhere kind of posting, so it could be a disgruntled person or someone who was making waves, trying to shake things up in the Celestial Host, and then was demoted to this position.
As Blythe is fixing the sequence on Daftoff's new cape, they kind of go, "Oh, maybe they're a Queen sympathizer." I was told the queens that were dethroned are still here and alive, and they probably have some followers. Fixing the sequence.
But this person would be an angel, not a Rastic.
Yes. True. I guess it would be easier if we're interested in a queen for some reason. Like an uprising where we place a queen on the top of the thing. Azrim probably knows more about this stuff. You're a spy, Azrim? You're a spy. You probably placed a queen in a position of power to overthrow another regime and regain power.
In a different realm? Not here. Here we helped the workers overthrow their queen. Well,
and do all the workers?
Didn't. The workers were helped to overthrow their queen.
Were all the workers equally excited to overthrow their queen?
I don't know. I think not all of them. Some of them, I'm sure, are loyalists. In fact, yes, some of them are loyalists. They are few and far between, but they make for excellent contacts on my end. Do you want to contact a queen?
That sounds really cool. I've actually been going to etiquette classes, so I'm kind of ready for it. But can the queens do things other than being queens and having babies?
Not currently. They have no political power. As crude as it may sound, they are simply a breeding stock at the moment. Which, yes, is very crude sounding.
It is. I would like to meet a queen, ask her if she has friends. And since there is millipedes I know that's not what they're called.
Recipes.
Recipes that are working on the fort. Maybe she could have a friend for us there. But maybe we have a better bet befriending an angel.
Perhaps, but if that is that would be quite a feat.
Footfalls? Wait, was it footfalls? Yeah, it was footfalls, right? Gabe,
Ooh.
you were talking about it, like befriending the commander.
Yeah.
Footfalls believes we can do it, and Footfalls is leading this mission. So
Far be it
Sure.
from me to stop you from whatever it is you're trying. Just don't tell them about me. Oh.
a name?
For a signed contract.
A signed contract that means we will never reveal your name or identity or your involvement in this excursion with us in any
Without
capacity,
explicit permission.
of course. And in return, a name.
Very well. Dang.
That worked so
Yeah.
well.
Dang.
That was.
So just binding a devil to a contract.
A different devil. It's
No,
well, we're
so
binding
you-
this
yeah,
devil to the contract.
Basically, Azreem realized that he just told you
Yeah.
that you could bargain his involvement here for friendship with this angel. Realized he told you that, and then Blythe extorts him for a name of another devil. Yeah, that was
Very
really good. If you don't have inspiration, please take inspiration.
Yes.
And you get the name Lorgun.
How,
Lorgun.
Oh shit. Pens. I lost all my pens.
Lorgun.
A lore gun shoots lore at us.
Yes.
Thank you. That is awesome. That's so exciting. That worked.
But you have signed this contract that you will not mention him to anyone without his expressed permission.
Yeah. Blythe is great at contracts, even though she doesn't even know what her first one was.
Remember the rules of contracts. The big text giveth, and the small text taketh away.
I really hope someone is supervising this activity because, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Footfalls can do it.
Thank you.
Got the high investigation, and he has a great memory for detail.
Thank
So.
you, Footfalls. We don't get a rando. That's awesome.
Yeah, you get a named devil.
That is amazing. Oh, that's awesome. Because I get, what is the buff if I know the name?
I have no idea. I haven't looked at this
I'll look
spell
it
in
up.
forever.
I'll look it up. Yes. Okay.
So what are we trying to get out of the commander? Like, what are we trying to get him to do?
We would like to know as much as we can about the construction and possible disassembly of the swords of Damocles, and as well as any kind of assistance in getting inside of the silo, preferably undetected. Stuff like that.
Okay.
And I guess my headcanon that I've been thinking about while we've been talking is like this person could be, someone who is not wanting to stick it with the celestial host, given their practices, and but also didn't want to straight up join the demons and devils because they're not great either, and so they're looking for another option, another way out, and so possibly we could owe them one by taking them with us back to Molduna. Kind of situation.
Yeah, this is definitely a possibility.
Mhm. Like they're not straight up gonna necessarily join the fight against the celestial host with us,
Right.
but they'll just take refuge.
Yeah, they'll give you the information you need and slip out.
Yeah.
If this ends up working.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you guys would prefer to have a different person on our side, that's fine. This would be a pretty valuable asset here.
I don't know if we're gonna have to roll a check for it, which is what concerns me. Because if we leave this in chance, okay.
So basically, the reason that it's uncertain is because you have to really convince me that this guy wants to leave and betray you. Because I think I have the wording up somewhere. You really had me going there. You've secretly struck a deal with one of the bad guys. This is almost certainly begrudging or temporary. The bad guy acts in a way that is conducive to you completing the heist, though they will refuse to harm their allies. You might owe them a favor. But in order to do any of these things, the player must briefly describe a flashback of how they anticipated the problem and prepared accordingly.
So it's gonna be after we go in that we're gonna in flashback
Yes,
figure out how
so
we can.
you will have to use a flashback,
Okay.
and convincingly say this is how we convinced this person.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you've already got an idea in mind that is plausible, but you do not have all of the information.
And we get only one of these flashbacks for the entire mission.
No, each of these flashbacks you can use once. So
sorry, I phrased it odd. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I think there are 6 flashbacks, so you can use each once.
Okay, cool. I'm not against it. Blythe is. Blythe doesn't like the Celestials. That's it.
Yeah. Doftov is also quite anti-celestial at this point. However, Doftov speaks up and says, well, speaking as one who, even if unwitting at first, wrested his fate away from those of the Celestials, if we can turn another to see a world and a light beyond their own, then I'm all for it.
Fenric's gonna look over at the group and just go, yeah, I don't like it. This guy's a commander. I don't know. Seems like it'd take a lot for someone that high up to want to turn tail.
Footfalls brought up something. He's a commander who was stuck in a dead realm to house a realm-destroying weapon on the off chance that they need to use it one day. This is not an assignment for upward mobility. He was stuck here out to dry.
Stand to wield a weapon that hopefully is never used.
To babysit
Mhm.
realm-destroying deterrence is not a job of great import.
But we
Despite
don't know
the
what
weight
kind
that
of
it
favor
carries.
he would want us to owe him.
This is true.
Yeah, it seems risky, but I don't think we have a better play.
I mean, it all depends on whether or not we're gonna run into him, right? Since it's a flashback, so like we have to like do it then. Like we can plan it and debate it now, but the truth of the like mechanically, it's gonna be someone runs into him or he does something, and then that's when we have the opportunity to use the flashback. So like we'll see.
Right.
Which is what Blythe is saying, I guess, but in a weird way because it doesn't make sense for her to say it before the flashback.
Right.
But yeah.
All right. Cool. So you've got a way into the facility. You've got a potential man on the inside.
We
What
got
else?
the distraction and noise from the parade,
Mm-hmm.
so at least that's gonna conceal us. Are there any like outfits specific to this celebration?
Yeah. If you go back to the magic cloth shop that you were at previously,
I don't want to know how marked up that cloak was. I
they
never really know.
they will explain, these are the traditional garbs that we wear. We can obviously modify them for two-leggeds. What is I'm trying to like the less limbed.
Glimpse?
Yes, the less limbed folk. We can tailor it. Yeah, they can create for you some traditional garb.
I don't know why we would need like I don't know where I'm going with this. I just think it's fun.
It would match Dovtoff's cape.
Then absolutely. Yes. We need it.
Microsoft gets very excited. Starts like kind of
Yeah.
vibrating,
If you want
swishing a little bit.
non-magical cloth, it'll be 1,000 gold per outfit.
Inside check.
Sure.
Noctoff is already pulling out gold.
Oh no. Wait.
Inside check better happen
Doff
fast.
away. I need to reopen my character sheet. Please, Blythe.
Dovtoff says, a fair price at twice the value. Here's 8,000 gold.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, you pay them 8,000 gold. You get 4 traditional Liberation Day costumes. It'll take a day and a half probably to finish.
Rush order. I gave him twice the money.
Yeah, rush order. They will finish by tonight.
Okay. So you said that the parade takes place outside.
Yes.
How close to the like walls does it get? Like how close to the closest bit towards the silo and or military base?
So the silo is a bit far away. Um,
The garrison's the other word.
no snapping. So it is a bit far away, but the there's fireworks. There's the parade won't come here, but that doesn't mean the garrison doesn't have its own smaller parade. I think there's traditional foods that they sell. It's likely that they might bring in someone for the guards on duty. Be like, hey, we know that you're out here in the middle of nowhere. Have some roasted bugs. I don't know.
Oh, that's cannibalism.
There are many species of bugs.
yeah, but
They're not
I
eating
don't-
their young. They're, eating a different insect. We
okay.
eat mammals. Well,
yeah,
I don't.
but we don't eat
humans eat
apes
other mammals.
or monkeys.
Some humans do.
I have never heard of it. That is actually like
Oh yeah, like people eat monkeys. I think like the brain is a delicacy in some places.
oh, like-
Also long pork is a thing, which
What?
is just people. Long pork.
Ah.
Tall pig.
that is okay.
Oh right, that's an American or an English term.
yeah,
not an
that makes
American
zero
term.
sense in any capacity.
Well, pigs
Um,
are biologically pretty similar to humans.
Yeah.
It's like where the organs are and what kind of muscles they have and what proportions. And so long pork.
Okay. Okay.
People do it.
I shouldn't have questioned it. I should have just assumed.
Sorry.
That's fine. I'm just gonna be upset about the monkeys now.
You should be. They are,
Incredibly intelligent animals.
yeah.
But so are pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, the garrison does the parade go by the garrison?
This parade doesn't go by the garrison, but a smaller parade does go to the garrison. But like the sword is over here at stalwart duty. But they do have we realize you're missing out. Here's a consolidation prize
Yeah.
or
Okay.
consolation prize.
So at least we can pretend, if like worst case scenario, we can pretend we're doing something along
Yes,
the lines
it
of the
is
parade.
feasible that they would have some performance of
Cool.
some sort.
Good thing two of us are warlocks. Mike, you're a warlock, right?
No.
No, ranger.
I'm
Everything else but a warlock, actually. Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My B.
He's like three
I-
different melee classes.
Yeah.
That also casts spells.
Yes. Never mind. Okay. So am I the only one who's charisma? Probably. Which is hilarious because I failed all of my charisma rolls so far.
Toff has, by virtue of his order or his domain switch, has proficiency in persuasion.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Again, all of my skill checks are either a 4 or a 0, so there's I can't believe like that takes calculation
That's right.
because I'm proficient in 5 things and I picked perfectly the 5
Yeah. So, you've got some more time. Do you want to look for more information, or do you want to jump in?
What else? What else? We have outfits, we have friends, we have locations for the guards. We have an approximate understanding of the functionality of the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
We still don't have a plan on how we're going in or out. We had mentioned like ideas.
Right.
But we don't really have a plan.
You do have the passcode to the front door.
True. Of the not of the garrison, of the
Vault.
Of the
of the
silo.
vault. Yeah, sorry.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, the vault entrance, which is why isn't it working? Which is
We can see it.
what?
I can see your pings.
Okay, no, I'm trying to move everyone over from the top corner over. Yeah, the vault entrance, which is to the silo.
Is there another door to get into the silo?
The big silo door.
There's something about ventilation here, though. What is that?
There is. You could try and get in through the ventilation. You know, it's an underground facility. People need to breathe. So they have. You have an idea?
Yes. Is there anything equivalent to like a sleeping powder or something like that? I'm gonna poison an entire fucking base. Is there? I'm pretty sure that's a war crime.
Well, the Geneva Convention didn't happen in the multicosmos.
True.
Actually, it did, but only on Earth. Because canonically, Earth is
That's
real.
what Geneva is.
Yeah. So the Geneva
Wait,
Convention did
canonically-
happen, but we don't know about it because we don't know where Earth is.
Can I find sleeping dust?
Possibly.
Oh my god, it's expensive on like default. Oh, it's a second edition. Okay, what am I looking at?
So I know that there's drow poison, which is an injury-based poison, but these are just sample poisons. These aren't all of the poisons. So I'm gonna say you talk with the Rastapedes,
My best friend.
your best friends who definitely didn't swindle you.
Twice.
Yeah.
Can we get like if I have to convince them for anything, can I get advantage for the sheer amount of money we've spent on things that definitely cost way less than what we paid for?
So that's actually what I'm saying is Doftoff gave them twice as much money as they were asking, and they were already asking a lot. They will get you in contact, essentially giving you a advantage on your roll to find a poison purveyor.
Yay! This is the war criminal. Oh my god. Oh
Well,
no.
you are trying to steal a Sword of Damocles. I can't
Yeah,
imagine
but-
that not being a war crime.
Okay, there's a difference between stealing weapons of mass destruction and committing a war crime. I feel like there's a middle step that has not even been done yet. But it's just like skip. Just straight to the war crime.
Okay.
Oh god. So I give like titles to all of my characters that I make, and Blights is the pastel sunray. I have to change it now
The
to
pastel
the
war
war criminal.
criminal?
Yeah. Because I'm lying to myself and everyone else.
Yes. You know what? I don't think there's ever been a pastel war criminal before.
Absolutely. I can imagine that it would be too difficult to color to match the khaki. Actually, pastels and khaki go well together.
All right, so why don't you roll me some sort of check to see if you can find this poisoner?
Can I do? Can I do investigation? Communication, performance, persuasion. Those are the three.
Persuasion, yes.
Persuasion. Come on, Blythe. There we go. Dirty
Okay.
20.
Yeah, dirty 20. Yes. You can find an apothecary who makes poisons. Yeah, so you find they bring you deeper into the hive. Their shop is in a more touristy area, in like a row of other shops. They bring you down into the hive where seedier, less scrupulous members of society live, away from the visitors. But they bring you to a Vidalcan, which is what Bellin is, this blue person. And they look up and say, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Hi, I'm looking for a dust of sleeping. So I wanted to see if, like, when people breathe in the dust, they go to sleep.
Sleep dust, okay. And how many people are you looking to cause to sleep?
About 20 or so. No. Wait, footfalls. Wait, it was footfalls who gathered. Oh no, we don't know how many people are inside. We only know what's outside.
You don't. You do know that 2 people leave and then 2 people... Well, 2 people go in and then 2 people leave. And it's always like the same 2 people.
Yeah.
It's possible that there are people that always are in there, but
Yeah.
you don't know.
About 20 or 30 people.
Okay, yeah, we can come up with something. What price range are you looking at?
Well, below the 50,000.
You said
50,000. Below the 50,000.
50,000, 20 doses, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, I can pull that, yeah.
Below the 50,000. Below the 50,000 price.
Below the 50,000. Yeah.
Specifically 20.
You want 20,000.
I don't even know how much you should be asking for. I have no idea. Would Blythe know what a good starting price would be, by any chance?
Make a nature check.
Okay. It's a 0. Okay. It's a 5. Great.
Okay.
20,000, I guess, is what she's
I'm gonna
asking
say, Blythe isn't stupid, despite all appearances to the contrary.
She's not. She has pretty high intelligence.
I know. Which is what I'm saying. Blythe isn't stupid.
Yeah.
50,000 for 20 doses of poison does seem a bit steep, which is why he's so eager to say, yeah, that sounds good. But 20,000 for, which is basically 1,000 for each, is a bit low.
She's gonna try and bargain for 20,000.
Okay, so he's going high, you're going low. What about 35?
22. Fine, 25. Life is broke.
Roll another persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. Come on. Please
Also-
roll. Fucking what?
Okay, so
Roll 28.
it's not that he's gonna say no. It's that he gave you a much better deal, and you
Yeah,
tried to lowball him
still.
again.
Yeah.
And it's not that he's not going to do it, he is offended and won't be so generous with his next offer.
Okay.
33.
30.
Deal.
Okay. Well, now the real question is, can I actually afford this?
Well, the footballs can pay for it.
No. Blythe does have 22,000.
The footballs pays for the whole thing.
Why don't we?
No, what? Blythe was. I feel so bad. I'm making other people pay for my stuff. No
And just
way.
like the sheer amount of like footballs has nothing to
Yeah.
do with his money. Like
Big
Yeah.
same.
There's so little to do with money in D&D, and it's
We did a mission like 4 missions ago where we killed like a 2 dragon hordes worth of gold
Oh
and
shit.
just took it all. So
Oh damn.
we each made like 200,000 or something.
it was not
Holy
that. It was not
shit.
that much, but it was. I think
Yeah.
we split like 160,000
Okay.
4 ways or something like that.
yeah.
Okay. So poor. No. Blythe is not poor. She just buys a lot of gifts for her friends. So I guess she has a way of spending her money.
Mm-hmm.
And then buys a lot of other things for extremely jacked prices because she cannot roll shit. Roll 20, I swear to fuck, you better give me better rolls during the mission, please.
Yeah, because those are not
It's
all great.
they're
Like, there's
they're-
one good roll.
one good roll, the one that I had advantage on, and then everything else has been. Yeah. Okay.
But yes,
So,
you
yeah.
you get 20 doses of sleeping dust to put in the vents.
Yay. Okay. Is it pretty, the sleeping dust?
It
This
is
is
purple and shiny.
Yay! That's exactly what I thought it was gonna look like.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Purple is the color of poison.
Yes. Would bathe in it if it wasn't poison.
I mean, it'd put you to sleep,
True.
which is
In real life, I would bathe in it for the sleeping purposes.
yeah, like
No, Blythe
I'd
would do it
take some,
because
yeah.
she's very pretty in it. It's purple glitter would look great on Blythe. But yeah,
All right.
that's it.
anyone
I
else
guess the
have
last
any
thing
other
Blythe would do.
preparation? I think after a second round of preparation, we're definitely going to be like, all right, you either do it or you don't.
Yeah, I think we do it. I think this is about as ready as we can be. I don't want to speak for
Why
the group.
is that open? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
I was just thinking about the vault entrance. If we're going to use that one, what happens when the door opens? Are we going to go in with people? That's like a
Mhm.
round kind of thing.
Yeah. Also, which ones are the magic sniffers?
Yes. The magic sniffers, the Zvarts, are these guys.
And do we know how far away they can sniff?
30 feet.
Cool.
I have a question about one of my hi Mo. One of my one of my devices. So the personal cloaking device also casts non-detection, which like prevents scrying magic. I wasn't sure if this innate ability from the Svarts would be something that's protected from the non-detection, or if it's like it's special because it's something that they do.
Yes.
Like-
So Zvarts smell magic. So it is a non-magical ability to smell magic. so it would detect that,
Okay,
which is why
but
they use
I am,
lights.
since it's 30 feet, I am noticing here that there is plenty of ability to like move here if we cross over this way, and still be far from these. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that is the angle of attack that I would suggest.
Are we going through like are we diving as we had said before, or are we gonna attempt to go through a silo? The teleport turret.
I mean, I think we we could go in like invisible because they won't have a way to detect that there is anything invisible. We just walk in from this side. We just need to be careful with this camera thing
Okay.
and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way to get in. Can dump the gas into the vents and then go in through the vault entrance.
One thing I want to emphasize,
Mhm.
just to make sure that you know to deal with it, is how are you going to prevent yourselves from breathing in the poison dust?
So
I thought we were gonna stay by the vents and like wait for a bit for it to like go in, settle, and then we'd go in.
Okay.
That was
yeah, like
my
do we know how long it takes for it to dissipate?
No. Like
No.
that isn't I mean, maybe a minute, maybe 10 minutes. It all depends on airflow, how much volume there actually is down there. It would be difficult to know.
Do we have no. um is anyone resistant to poison in any capacity?
Yeah, I am immune to poison.
Oh. Does it count? Okay.
I think that counts, yeah.
Okay. But would they be able to tell? Or no? Like if they enter a room that still has the sleeping poison in it, would they be able to tell if it is or not?
The poison will have a visual component.
Okay.
Like, it'll be in the air.
Oh. Then the guards would be able to see it as it starts settling. It's probably gonna be like a oh shit was a kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if they're asleep, it doesn't matter.
True. I have gust as a cantrip, so I walks in.
That
Just
can work.
flapping her baby wings.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you guys were
Yeah.
aware that you don't go in and I say, "All right, make Constitution saving throws."
Yeah.
All right. So, how are you getting there?
So I think if we went through the portal here and then went this way, we could just invisible
Mm-hmm.
on in. We need to figure out some way to deal with this thing, and then we can drop the poison in there. And then we can go in through here. We might want to make a stop over here along the way to disable it. because it's literally just out of range if we stand here, just out of range of the sniffer, and we could disable it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Is there a simple way we could try and trick the cameras? Maybe like flashlight in it or something?
Well, you are invisible, so if they don't have true sight, you should be fine.
Would prestidigitation is an unharmed hallucinogenic effect. I think that is hallucinatory, whatever. There's a word there.
Yeah.
And could that be like something that we could use to like blind the camera for a second until we run to the vault entrance?
I believe so. It can make things dirty, right?
True, it can. It can clean them or make them dirty.
Yeah. So you could definitely use prestidigitation to do that.
It can also create an illusory image that can fit in the palm of my hand. But can't I just, like in heist movies where they put the tiny screen in front of the camera and the camera thinks that it sees? Yeah, can Blythe do that? Like the equivalent of like she's gonna get on top of the wall, look inside, be like, okay,
Yeah.
and then recreate the exact same image and like place
I'm
it
gonna
on
say
top
it
of the
will
camera.
require a roll, but yes, that is a thing you can do.
Because I think it would take more time for them to realize that that even happened instead of dirt when they would be like, oh, someone go clean that up.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Okay. Very
Holding
cool.
on to my inspiration for that one then. Because Roll20 really hates me tonight.
Cool. Yeah, so you teleport in. Finrick, you're casting some spells.
Yes, pass without a trace.
Okay.
And also I'm going to be activating the personal cloaking device.
Okay. So yeah, y'all are +10 on stealth. I will ask you to make stealth rolls.
Couple more
because-
spells.
Huh? Yeah,
Couple more spells.
go for it.
Dovtoff's going to cast Telepathic Bond.
Smart.
And speaking of bonds, will proc one of his uses of Emboldening Bond, which
Cool.
gives way also to Protective Bond and Expansive Bond at this point.
A lot of bonding.
Basically, yeah. So Telepathic Bond, we can talk to each other. Simple enough. Emboldening Bond is basically once per turn, you can use it to roll an addition. It's basically like it's bless and guidance rolled into one.
Right.
Oh, nice.
So once per turn, you can use one of those effects, and then Protective Bond is basically you can teleport to somebody within 60 feet of you to tank their damage for them. And if you do so, you only take half the damage.
More teleports!
I
More
do
teleports.
have a question.
Yes.
Is Dovtoff into bondage?
I mean, he feels profoundly bonded to all of his
Sorry,
cohorts.
That's worse, that's worse, that's worse!
It was a joke because he's got all these bonds.
He made it worse!
Now we know
Uh,
part of Molduna.
That's right.
Oh god. Cleansing this thought from
His
my
heart
head.
is wide and
Oh, no,
has
enough!
great
We don't have
capacity.
to talk about this. I was just trying to make a dad joke.
Jokes are a double-edged
Oh.
sword of Damocles.
Yeah, watch yourself.
Oh god.
You did this.
I did.
Oh wow. Okay. That was pretty great.
All right.
Gonna activate my personal force field.
Okay.
A neat little effect that protect me from gas attacks.
That's great. That'll do it.
That makes sense, actually. Cool.
I have nothing. I feel like the baby of the team. I am level 11 while everyone else is level something else. But like I'm just here like, oh, okay. And in with the top adding Vaughn, you hear, well, everyone else brought really fancy tricks. I have 3 spell slots.
Yeah. Let's see. Footfall's is gonna set his goggles to be true sight. He's just thinking this through. Holy shit! I forgot they had this item. If someone wants this, anyone have attunement?
Spots?
Ugh.
I have 2.
Dov has
Sorry?
negative attunement slots.
Okay, well I know that, but anyone else
I have 2. If
available?
Fenrir does.
No, I don't have any.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I have 2 free.
Okay, you wanna take this?
Ooh. Ooh.
More teleports. And also
Yeah,
Kitty Pride wall phasing.
forgot I had that.
This is
Where did you get
very
these?
important.
Yeah.
What?
Look, I have so many items. It got lost in the list. All right.
Thank you.
It takes attunement.
This is amazing. Let's take a time to attune to it before we go into this.
Yes.
And how she does it is she's gonna sit down, put the boots on, and just hug them the entire time because she's really excited about the perspective of wearing these. But yeah, I'm imagining they look really edgy and like they're dark and like because they're
These
for rogues.
very much clash with the pastels.
I love it. I love it.
Like these are definitely, out of some sort of cyberpunk thing.
Like takes like 2 of her loose feathers and just like puts them in like between the laces or something, just kind of like trying to put some color in there. But
Yeah.
she's very excited for. Holy shit! Thank you, Gabe.
Yeah. And as for himself, he'll do well. Yeah, he'll definitely use empty body to turn himself invisible, and also to get the damage resistance.
Cool. All right. So, yeah, you all become invisible and super sneaky, and you head out of the tower and towards the silo. So Footfalls, I'm pretty sure, can just walk up walls. How are the rest of you getting over this wall? Oh, and roll
How tall
stealth
is it?
checks. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Sorry.
With advantage or regular?
With plus 10, I believe.
Oh,
Well, plus 10.
Oh,
plus 10
and
with
advantage because you're invisible.
yeah.
Yeah.
So don't roll a 1 on your dice.
You jinxed it. Okay.
You only rolled a 1 once.
So it is. One of them wasn't at 1.
Yeah.
Cut.
Add 10 to that.
Yeah, so 28 for me.
All right. Cool.
42.
So yeah, the lowest. Wow. The highest is 42. The lowest is a 28. So you're definitely stealthy. They do not notice the shifting sands under your feet.
All right.
So you get to the
Yeah.
wall. How do you get over it? It's 20 feet up.
Footfalls can probably carry Doftov
Mm-hmm.
because he's done that before.
Has.
Okay, easy enough.
I can Misty Step.
All right.
Blythe can't Missy test at all.
I-
No
I'm-
options.
I'm just-
No.
I'm just like, do I do which one? Like, I'm just look.
You have the boots
I'm
of
invisible.
Shadow Walk.
Yes, I'm invisible, and I need to go on top though. Okay, I'll use one cast of the boots to get on the wall with Misty Step, because I need to get to this. I mean, probably other people have prestidigitation, right? No. No.
Nope.
Okay.
You were
That's a
the
wizard- that's a
arcane
wizard spell.
caster.
Okay. Good thing it's a cantrip. Holy shit. Okay.
All right. So you want to make a copy of the image that it would see.
Yeah.
All right. So
It doesn't even need to be a big image because it could be just right in front of the lens.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's why I love it, because it's the
Um,
equivalent of putting the tiny screen in front of the camera.
yes.
It's very Ocean's 11.
Do you have any art stuff
I
skills?
have perception.
I mean, like
Footfalls could assist. He's expert at forgery.
Okay,
Ah,
that definitely would help. What are your
my two
tool
proficiencies.
proficiencies?
Hand flute.
Pan flute.
Yep.
That I don't think applies.
And I can speak Teletubby.
Yep.
If anyone doesn't know what that means, I literally mean the Teletubbies.
No. Yeah. Make a charisma check with advantage.
Thank you.
All right. That is an 11. You are able to put the image in front of the thing. The camera.
Okay.
I mean,
Cool.
do we want to use one of the
Can I-
flashbacks here?
No, absolutely not. Can I use my? Can I? I want to use. Okay, can I use my inspiration to roll again?
You can.
Okay. And is it normal without advantage?
I don't remember. I think so. I think you just
Okay.
reroll one die.
Please roll 20. Please.
All
That's
right.
better.
That is better.
Yeah. Okay.
You can also add a D4 to that with Emboldened
Oh.
Bond.
Oh yeah.
Yay. Thank you. D4. Yay! A dirty 20!
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
Thank you,
No
Dave.
problem. You are able to perfectly position this image to make it look as though it is seeing what it would normally be seeing.
I want to imagine Blythe doing it the first time being like, no. Second.
Yeah. And it's definitely like this concave image that you've had to like practice making because it's like a fisheye lens that sees in all directions. But yeah, you're able to place basically this like contact over the camera and you can continue onward.
Yay! Prestidigitation is a useful spell.
All right.
Cantrip.
Anything anyone else is doing?
Well, since we're here, I think we're gonna get the poison started.
Okay. How much
War
poison
crimes,
are
war
you
crimes.
putting into the ventilation?
War
I think we're
crimes.
doing we're doing all of it, right?
All
Like I
right.
don't like.
So yeah, you open up the intake area. Open up a bag and just pour it in,
Thunk.
and it goes right on in.
Great.
And I will make some Constitution saving throws.
So poison typically works with hit points. Is that not the case here?
So
Or sleep. Sleep typically works with hit points. And that's what I'm thinking of.
yeah. Actually, yeah, that makes more sense to just have it be the sleep spell than to have
It's this. Okay, but at what level?
you paid a pretty penny.
Yeah.
So it was more than 1,000 per. It was 1,500. What level is it normally? Level 1 or level 2?
It is normally, and I know this because I have it.
I think it's like normally like level 1 or something.
Where is it? Why can't I see it? What the heck? Yeah, it is level 1 normally.
Okay. So I'm going to say.
At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, roll an additional 2d8 for each slot level above first.
Oh, good. So I'm going to call it level 3. So that'll give you a plus 4d8.
Okay.
What for level 3 for all that gold?
20 whatever thousand, 30 whatever thousand.
So it was 1,500 per dose. So each person in this
Is hit with
Oh.
a third level
person
sleep
is
spell.
hit with a
Oh,
third level
it's
sleep spell
a distinct third
just
level
for
spell.
them.
Okay.
It doesn't like go for the first person and all of them go for the first person and then spread it out.
Subtract the way
Yeah.
sleep illusion works. Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
each person gets 9d8
Yes.
of. Okay.
So I will roll 98. Roll 98. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So anyone with less than 49 hit points is asleep.
Shit. Yeah. Okay. Through the door.
Yeah, you know the code.
Well, before we do that, we're gonna do this.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
We know a decent amount about it because we were told by the devil, and
Mhm.
also this is a situation where we've had time to observe it as well
Yes.
because it's out in the open.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking it shouldn't be, and also I think we were actually told by the devil last time, like this is how you disable it. So I think we just do that.
Okay. Yes, I believe you were just simply told how to do it.
Mhm.
So you're in a position to do so. You
Uh-huh.
do so. So they will not be able to communicate with the garrison.
Uh-huh. Sweet. And if at all possible, we could like set it so that it like keeps transmitting like a false signal, kind of like what we did with this thing.
Yes, I think this won't alert the garrison until it's time to change the guards and they call in and say
Mhm.
prepare to land or whatever.
Sure. Cool. Then yes, we go back to the vault entrance, input the code.
Okay. You input the code. You open the vault. I will say, Finric specifically, make a stealth check just to cover everyone on this because you are opening a big metal door that is out in the open.
Still get advantage.
Still get advantage. You still get plus 10. Excellent.
And a D4 on top of that if you want it.
Sure, I'll take that.
Comes a
Well,
point in
okay.
D&D where
So
asking for a
31.
check just doesn't make sense. So you get into the facility.
As we do so, I'm casting from the outside towards the inside. I'm creating small gusts of wind that are following us just to make sure that if there is any residing
Yes.
sleep stuff, it just won't catch me and Finric.
Very smart. All right. So let's bring you to the other map. So I accidentally showed you this map, but I've blacked it out, so hopefully you don't remember it, because this was like 2 hours ago.
Joke's on you, I screenshotted it. No, I
I
definitely
was-
did.
It'd be my mistake, so...
Away from the computer, so I didn't see any of it.
Footfalls is an eidetic memory. I think he should be able to remember it perfectly.
No, Footfalls does not remember it. You might remember it. So, you were taken down an elevator. The room, lowers itself, and eventually goes, and all is quiet. The door opens. And you
Shit.
see a camera on the end of the hallway.
Prestidigitation and Misty Step Prestidigitation.
Okay. Roll whatever it was.
It was charisma.
Charisma.
Just straight
yes.
up.
Flat charisma.
Flat charisma, and I have nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can
D4.
assist again.
Oh, it's okay. I think with a D4. Oh wait, can you?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, he was helping
Okay.
before.
Okay.
So if
okay.
you want
Roll again.
to, hey,
Excellent.
It happened. I did it.
Good.
So
So, yeah.
I've used 2 out of 5 charges of the Shadow Walk boots, and I used both the Misty Steps from the Shadow Walk boots. So I have 3 charges, but they can only be used to walk through solid objects and or enemies.
No, because the charges are spent to cast the Misty Step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have 3 left because it has
No.
5.
no,
Two
you use 2
charges.
charges.
So you have one charge left.
Not 2 of the 5 charges may each
Oh,
be used.
so I have
so-
1 left.
yeah.
Right. Okay. It's phrasing.
Yeah.
Who
That's
writes
rough.
these?
I did.
Yeah, Eric on that
But
one.
That was
but
a
why,
custom-
Eric?
Because it made sense
So
to
really-
me.
Sorry, I'm probably the
no.
worst person to judge these two.
You'd also be the person who would need the clarification most likely.
Yeah,
Because-
it's as confirmed. But
Well,
yeah, okay,
because
so I
English
have
isn't
1.
your first language,
Yeah. Also dyslexia,
right?
but we're doing great. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a double whammy here. But yes.
Is this a thing here? Is this there
Light
looks
is
like
here.
there's something?
Yes. So yeah, Blythe, you can see that there's some sort of glass
Oh,
down this hallway.
Is it like elevated, or is it like a glass door, or is there like a little?
It's a window.
Okay.
I will just
So
tell
I
you it's a
communicate.
window.
Okay, and we're invisible still, right? We can peek through it.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Let's peek.
Peek. Peek. Peek.
Yep. Pika pika.
Oh.
So this is a. I can't do a circle. Or can I? Nope, I cannot. All right, whatever. I'll just do a square. So this is the silo. The inside of the silo, you see a long cylinder with various lights and vents, and it's a missile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we,
Yeah.
How tall is the missile?
like multiple stories?
Yeah, like 60 feet tall.
So, two questions here. What is the like material of the walls made out of, and what is the window made out of?
The walls are some sort of synthetic covering. It's probably some sort of plastic, but footfalls wouldn't know what plastic is.
It's my it's the component built out of the components of my dead kin, the dinosaurs.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like a softer. It's not metal. It's not drywall. It's like metal, but soft and not cold to the touch.
Okay, and the window.
The window appears to be some sort of glass. Okay. I don't think anyone would know anything about glass unless they have glass blowers tools.
Woot.
Right. I don't think anyone is proficient in glass blowers tools.
Is that even a thing?
It is.
I knew that was an option.
Yeah, me neither. Very specific. Okay. You know what? Stop questioning it.
Oh wait. Let
Okay.
me make sure. Over here,
Mm-hmm.
down towards the bottom, you do see that there's a set of doors and what looks to be like a telescoping platform that makes its way to the missile.
Wait, but straight down, the silo is empty, right?
Other than the missile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and are we seeing, because we went down an elevator? Are we seeing the base of the missile? Or are we seeing the top of the missile?
You're seeing the top-ish. Like it goes up maybe 10 feet and then down 50 feet or something.
I am thinking in my head, which means in all of your heads. Aha. I go, oh, if you can just I can step through this wall and just drop down, have feather fall. I can just land, and I can just make sure I can see everything, scope things out. I'm invisible, no one will see me, and then I can find the controls. But it's about to walk through the wall. She's very ready. If anyone wants to stop her or
Is
Yeah.
Blythe invisible? Question mark.
Aren't we all invisible?
Blythe is invisible when
Close to
within,
Finrick.
like 10 feet of Finrick.
Okay. So someone do stop Blythe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just Footballs will put a hand on Blythe's shoulder and be like, "Birds of a feather flock together."
Okay. Good call. Thank you for telling me. I didn't know that it was a proximity thing. Okay, so we're pressing on. Have
Yeah.
we seen any bodies of guards that have passed out so far?
You have not.
Oh.
But I'm gonna take a peek around the corner.
All right. Let me just get back into the reveal mode. So you peek around the corner. Got another camera. There's a door over there on the northern edge. And the hallway continues.
Like that's like a little
Yeah.
getting amped up, kind of
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
Gonna-
Footfalls will turn to Blythe behind him and be like, "Truth is unspoken, promises broken. I'm under surveillance. They know what my name is."
Okay. Please, please, please roll 20. Okay. Yay! And it's actually with the D4.
Yeah, you
Because
get an
I'm gonna roll
automatic
these.
+1, which ends up being a +4. Yeah, so you're able to
25.
quickly
Um.
cover it.
Okay. Also, 10 minutes is a lot of time, right?
It's 10 minutes.
In D&D
Okay.
terms, yes, it's a whole lot of time.
Okay, I'm gonna cast detect good and evil, or evil and good. I keep saying it the wrong way.
Okay.
Which I have from my fate touched. So for the duration, I know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet. I need to find it in my spells.
30 feet?
Yes. So I have not written it on. Oh no, I have. Okay, there it is. I know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of me that is being magically, probably the missile, consecrated or desecrated. Yeah, and the limitations for blockade.
It's supposed to be a square.
We're looking for the commander, right? Among
We're
other
not
things.
looking for him. If we run into him, I thought that's what the plan was. Because the commander would probably be at the garrison, right? I thought it was more like if we run into him, or
I think it doesn't matter in terms of the mechanic, right? Because it can be it's a flashback, so it can be at a
Yeah.
point that is appropriate for the flashback.
Yeah, I was just curious if we could find him without using the flashback, because
Yeah.
that requires a begrudging agreement as opposed to something we could forge more
Yeah.
amicably.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But
yeah.
Yeah. So Eric, any things?
Also, I'm not sure if this is intended to be there, but there's a wall right there.
Yes, that is intended to be there. That is in case of forced entry. They have it's a low wall, so it provides cover for whoever would be shooting down this hallway.
Okay.
Still no bodies of sleeping people?
No.
It's the conveniently placed traffic barriers in the Gears of War game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chest high cover everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, in our conversations with Azram, was there ever a mention of a silent alarm?
I believe he was not aware of a silent alarm, or he wasn't aware of anything within the actual facility.
Okay.
He wasn't intending on breaking in. He was just keeping an eye on things.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Also, Flowfalls has vision out to 120 feet with True Sight, so
yes. So that is actually... I hate this light thing. Continuation. Over here. Of course, it doesn't do it. Over here.
Oh. Okay.
So it goes down, and I wasn't able to, make a map that was
That's fine.
3-dimensional.
So it's a ramp.
Yes. So all of the hallways so far, I should have described this, are slightly inclined downwards.
Cool. Again, any pings from detect good and evil? Evil and good.
Nothing yet.
there's a door right there we could check out.
Is there a keyhole we can peep through?
There is not.
Yeah.
They don't expect to need to lock these doors because they don't expect anyone to be here.
So they prepare cover for a firefight, but they don't have locks on their doors.
They really
about
do
the-
expect you never to get past right where you are.
Okay.
And this is wall. That's why we can't see through it. I'm guessing. Like
Yes, there should be like
solid
this
wall. Okay.
gray, just before the black.
Okay. No, that's fine. Cool. Cool. Oh, Blythe's AOE makes it look like it's a different color. Okay, sorry.
Oh, yes, sorry.
No, that's fine. Okay.
So, Blythe. What, oh, detect evil and good. I don't even have to ask you. You detect something. It isn't a creature. Is that your roommate?
No, that's not me. That's not from my side.
Okay. It's not a creature. It's not, an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. But it is like that. And it is up to the north to here and directly down.
Oh. Okay, I communicate that telepathically to the group.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited. To Doftoff in specific, if thoughts can have a direction, it's just like I've never cast a spell before. I have been told it's very like it has to do with like your domain and stuff. I'm really excited actually. I've never really attempted to detect these things before. This is actually really cool. I never thought I could do this. This is... Okay, I want to see what it is, but I'll wait. That's fine. I'm fine. I'll wait. Okay. Very excited. You know, in the Studio Ghibli films, when the characters get like their hair poofed up, that's like Blythe's feathers all kind of like
Yeah.
blowing just right.
Cool. So do y'all continue?
I'm waiting to see if anyone wants to open the door.
I kind of want to, but I'm also feeling like it'd be really suspicious if a door just opened.
Yeah, but I think it's no more suspicious than the gas that we already poured
Yeah.
into here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
That's
covered
what-
ourselves best we can.
Yeah. I'm gonna be behind Finrick just to make sure I can see what's
Alright.
inside as well.
So you open up this door, and you find an unconscious Rastipede.
Okay, and what's I'm
Um,
doing the camera
Okay, yeah. So
with the D4
this
every time.
room is has a desk and some filing cabinets, but also like toolboxes, like the large rolling chests of toolboxes, and like one of the walls is just like small components and like various tubes, tape, screws, whatever.
Oh, can I rifle through the tool set and just like start chucking tools in my bag?
Sure.
Cool.
Oh,
in case-
right. Yes. Yes. Lots and lots of metal tools.
but also in case I get hungry.
Oh.
But yeah, and behind the desk is a unconscious Rastipede.
In my image, I make the Rastipede look conscious.
Okay.
I have rope. Can I just tie the Rastipede to whatever?
You can.
Carefully.
Footfalls and Doftoff and anyone else who has the feat that they have that gives them stupid high perception.
Yeah.
Y'all notice behind the Rastipede on the wall is a panel that slides open.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Cool. So you open. That's Shadow. You open it up, and inside, I'll move you out of the way. You can see, is this 4-dimensional cube. So y'all have all seen 4-dimensional cubes. You can only
course,
actually
yes.
see them in 3 dimensions, but this is it's a 6-sided cube where each side of the cube is also a 6-sided cube. It doesn't
Okay.
make any sense, but that's what it is. And if you want to make an Arcana check, you can. Or actually, Doftof, you can make a religion check.
Are we all rolling?
Well, yeah, we can make the roll now. Doftof, well, we do have the handheld scanners. We can just identify it.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long does that take? Is it just a quick cast?
Yeah, it's just a charge.
Okay.
But it has to be attuned to whatever you're doing. I think it's auto attuned to like detect magic though.
As an action, you can spend a charge to cast. No, you're right. 10 minutes to calibrate for identify.
Okay, so maybe we don't do it right now, but we can make a roll right now and then
See if
identify
we get
later.
anything of that.
Yeah.
I have 4 on Arcana checks. It's one of the things I can do.
Okay. So do you want to make a check?
Someone want to assist?
Hey, never mind.
Well, that's going to get the
Doftof did it.
religious side. Maybe you can get the Arcana side.
Okay. And I'll use my
All right. So
I'll
Doftof,
do 4.
Mm-hmm.
this is something you have seen before. Not in this context, not in this form. You've seen a 2-dimensional representation of this. It is a sigil that is used in some of the texts that you've studied your entire life. This is part of a sigil that one would sit in to commune with their gods. Whatever it is, this is some sort of communication device.
Okay.
And Blythe, that is actually a 19, not a
19.
15. I don't want to just repeat myself, but this goes out of the realm. This doesn't contact anyone on Austrian. This contacts people elsewhere.
Okay, so unlike the array that we disabled, which contacts the garrison, this one goes beyond.
Yes. So this would go somewhere else.
I want to imagine that Blythe and Doftof are like thinking together.
Yeah.
They're just like both just
Their thoughts overlapping with each
Yeah.
other as they put pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's great.
Okay, so it's probably really good that we got this one asleep because otherwise,
What would
Kind
be
of
the
alert.
name for this device? I mean, there's something array.
Oh, you guys can see that shit.
what? Oh,
So, I wasn't going to tell you the name because until you identify it specifically, but I messed up. This is the Void Link Array.
Yeah, I mean, I figured he'd roll a natural 20.
Yes, but he wouldn't know. Maybe he'd get Void as like a part of the name of the sigil. Um,
Well, while they're doing this, can Finric look through the file cabinet to see if he finds anything interesting?
yes.
Finric, eat the file cabinet.
I have standards, thank you.
Yeah, make a perception or investigation.
Can we carefully remove it? I'm asking
I-
Toff.
I-
Or anyone.
My recommendation would be to leave it as is because we don't want to draw attention to ourselves
Sure.
as part of this.
Maybe on our way out if we have time or something.
But even
Still,
then-
the last thing we want is for the upper
Mhm.
echelons of the Angelic Fleet to know we were here and doing stuff.
Yeah, they could trace it back to us
Okay.
potentially.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, while these chuckleheads are dealing with this tesseract,
So it is a Tesseract.
I mean that's what the four-dimensional cube is, isn't it? I believe that's just what it's called. I could be wrong.
I'm looking it up. Continue.
While they're dealing with this,
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So while they're dealing with this tesseract, you're looking through the files. You are finding dates going back however long of maintenance reports, shipments of souls, for sustenance. Several test drills and you gotta find work instructions for various parts of operation of this facility, including the launch sequence, like what order things need to be done in.
Oh, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah. So yeah, it describes, what needs to take place, which is, select location, spool planner translator, unlock the Sword of Damocles by the commander's passcode, place Sword of Damocles inside the device, the missile. Subcommander inputs activation codes.
The missile is still not the sword.
Hatch open. And then commander inputs launch codes. Then the launch expert and comms expert press the launch button simultaneously. And that is the sequence that it has to go through.
Okay, what Blythe was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. The missile that you see inside the silo is not the sword. That is the delivery mechanism.
Huh.
It is referred to as the IRM, the Interrealm Missile.
My notes are getting so just messy.
You also find information on what is called the LCC, which I forget what the acronym actually stands for. The Launch Control Center. You find information on that. Actually, I think you already know this stuff. This is a layer of the 7th layer of defense, which is the LLC locking itself. But that has not yet been activated.
Do we hear what Finrick found through Common Link?
I'm sorry, I meant to say that. As I'm reading it, I want to be like kind of speaking it aloud in my head and reading it slowly, obviously, but yeah, so everyone can kind of hear what I'm reading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you all know this information. There's detailed write-ups on basically everything in the facility.
In the back of all of your minds, and from the back of Blythe's mind, you hear, "What if the sword is a person?"
The hairs on the back of my neck stand up a little bit.
Oh well, it's just a thought, and I just step out. The thing is still here.
Here, but yes.
Here, okay. Still okay. It's not moving. It's okay. Cool. And nothing else has entered the zone?
Nope.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So as you continue down into the hallway, you do notice just below you, probably like between 12 and 8 feet over here, is a very similar door and telescoping platform.
But we don't see anyone else.
No. You do, if you look down, notice there is an opening in the missile that would line up with the first telescoping platform.
Okay. So the one that's on our floor or the one below us?
The one below you, because this is a window,
Okay.
and then below you is
the
a
telescoping
telescoping platform.
Okay.
How big is the opening in the missile?
Probably around 7 feet.
And in width?
Yes.
In height? And in
Yeah.
it's 7 by 7?
Close enough.
Okay.
It's an estimate because you're at an angle, and
Okay.
the exact measurement isn't exactly
Okay.
important. It's larger than a person.
Okay. Onwards.
Onwards, indeed. So you move to the other side.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, camera. Camera time.
Okay.
Rolling charisma, please. Plus a D4, but oh lord.
Ooh.
But Footfalls is assisting, right? Isn't that a thing?
Yep.
Yep, that's
He has
a thing.
assisted me every way, please.
Okay.
Good.
As I do it, as I because that's a 8. As I place my my next as I put up the presentation, I go, I don't think this one worked.
Yeah, you can tell. Not because of anything the camera's doing, just this one took you a lot longer to get to.
Do you have inspiration?
I used it for the first
All
camera.
right. Okay.
Cool. So, is it time to abort the mission, or do you keep going?
We keep going, or we use.
We're
a
all
flashback.
invisible. We're
use a
all
flashback.
invisible. Wait, we're all invisible. Even if it
yeah.
took me.
Wait, you're invisible.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
still fail.
hey. Yeah. It's just
Well-
this one is just not safe to go back through.
So what it would mean is that this door cannot be opened safely.
Mm.
Because if it opens, they will notice.
Well, we could use a flashback.
Yes, you
I
can
mean,
use a flashback. You have
I feel
6
like
of them.
we only have 6 of them. I want us to. There's worse things to come. I'm sure that I would like us to keep
Our
our.
presence. I mean, our presence being detected is.
But we weren't. Like we're all invisible. I just failed to produce, like to get on time. The camera is not covered yet because I failed on that aspect. But we haven't been detected.
Right.
Yes, but the door will have to open, right?
Do we have to open it?
There are a couple of things we might be able to do.
I could step through it.
That's true.
Though you only have 1 charge left.
Yeah, so you
You
can
wouldn't be
step
able
through
to
it, but
step
not back.
out.
Yeah. Question.
Mhm.
Can I try again with a camera? If yes, what are the parameters? What happens?
Yes, but failure from now on will be more dire.
Okay. Never mind.
So, I mean, you have a round for stepping through things, so you could step in and back out real quick, just to peek. But we might want to save it for later.
Give me a second. I might have something else. Give me a second. I just need to check. Because if I start doing this now, we're going fast after this one.
Oh my gosh, I think I know what you're doing.
No. Wait. Wait. You don't know. No, it's not bad. I wouldn't do anything crazy. How many? I don't want to. Okay, you know what? It's fine. This is a good time for me to be able to teleport in and out of places. How many rounds is 1 minute?
10.
10 rounds.
10? Okay, so for my next 10 rounds. Fuck. I'm doing it. I'm gonna cast Blink. Fuck. Okay. Fine. No, this is for. Do it for the team. Okay. So I get 10 rolls of blinking in and out of this plane of existence. I can still see into this plane of existence, but I'm stepping into a different plane of existence.
Right.
The ethereal plane, which now makes me feel uncomfortable doing this in here, but too late.
All right, so
Yeah.
roll a d20.
20. Come on. Fucking hell. Okay.
7.
I get.
Yeah,
I get.
so you
like,
wait 6
you'll have to
seconds
wait for me.
and-
Yeah. There we go. All right.
All right, cool. So,
Beep.
you
Just my head through the door.
you pass into the ethereal plane, and your vision doesn't go dark, but you're seeing 2 things at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
One is this facility, and one is the inside of sand.
They filled this part of the ethereal plane with sand.
No. The ethereal
'cause we dug them?
plane is connected to the identical plane of night.
But there's. Yeah. Wait! What? The other side of the coin?
Yes.
Fuck! I should have kept Blink for later. Shit. Well, I can cast it again. But okay. Fuck. Shit.
At the start
okay.
of your next turn, when the spell ends and you're on the ethereal plane, you go to the material plane. Which one do you go to?
Wait. Am I flipping a coin every time I cast blink? I just switch the sides of the coin every time I go into the ethereal plane. It's just like a flip.
No, I'm asking you which one do you want to be on? It's a choice.
Oh, I want to be okay. I want to go on the but it says I can see, right?
Yes. So while you're in the ethereal plane, you can see both
Yeah.
Arena Noctis and Arenas, whatever the other one
Okay.
was.
But I have to go into the ethereal plane to be able
Yes.
to see both. Okay, so I take a deep breath, and I go into the ethereal plane, and I take a peek into the other room.
Okay, yeah. So you go into the ethereal plane, you travel into this room. You are both in this room and under the sand. You find an ooze person, presumably Squelch, at a computer terminal with a bunch of data banks. Squelch
she's not asleep?
is unmoving.
Hmm.
Because apparently oozes are not immune to poison.
So she's asleep.
He's a fucking sleep.
Yes. Okay. Oh my
Which
god.
does
I
not
almost
make
dropped
any
it.
sense. But he's asleep.
Yes. Yes. I come out of the ethereal plane.
Yep.
Codes. I memorize everything I can find. I'm like transmitting it to the hive.
All right. Yeah. So you want to.
Is
Go-
this the control room?
This is not the control room. This is
Okay.
the code room. So
Okay.
this is where the codes are generated. You
Yeah.
want to look at the most recently generated code
How often did they change?
every day.
Yes. Then yes, we have a whole. Yes, absolutely. What's today's code?
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
Fuck.
In the meantime, Footfalls is just scooping the ooze into a jar.
Oh no. But come on.
There we go.
Awesome. You look at this foreign computer that is built for a different species. You were able to figure it out after a while, and
I've seen Belen do this. How
yeah, you've
difficult
seen
can it be?
Belen do this 1,000 times. And you find the codes. They're not in a language you understand, but they
I'll
are
be able to-
symbols that you can
Yeah.
reproduce and you can memorize and write down, and everyone else can see because you're all linked.
The telepathic link, genius idea.
Yes, it was.
So yeah, now we have the codes. Fuck yeah. Oh my god. This was like one of on my task list of things that are gonna fucking kill us was the passcodes. Okay. Cool.
So roll a d20.
Oh yeah, right. I have to get out.
Yeah. You have 8 tries, so you're likely to do it. Oh, 7 more.
Likely. Hey, okay.
There you go.
So now I have 6 remaining.
Yes, and all of
Okay.
them are going to be over the next half minute.
I look at the rest of the party as I step out. I'm like, can we go fast? I really like my blink and I want to use it. Don't say this
Yeah.
out loud.
Footfalls. I mean, yeah, Footfalls can go fast.
Yeah, don't need
It's
to
just-
falls to go fast.
Yeah, but we need Finric because otherwise we lose invisibility.
Well,
Group picks up
well.
space.
Speak for yourselves.
Oops.
But yeah, we continue on because I don't have much time on the blink.
All right. Sorry, I am just.
But is this a door again?
Yes, 2 doors.
Oh Lord. Well, I found the next thing.
And this is something?
That's a window that goes into the silo.
Okay.
It's the same thing, but from a different angle.
Now that we're
Okay.
down a level, is Blythe's protection from good and evil procking a different
Anything else?
direction?
I mean, back here.
Yeah, so still there. It hasn't moved.
But is it like on the same level, or is it still underneath us?
It's still underneath you.
Okay.
Do we
Uh,
get anything from it? As far as that goes, like, do we know anything about it?
You know that it isn't a creature, and it's not consecrated or desecrated. It's kind of both, but like neither.
If the sword of Damocles is a bastard demon angel child, I'm gonna just fucking riot. Okay. Um, yeah, so round 2 of going in and out of things.
Sure.
Oh, question before I do this.
Mhm.
Finnick's cloaking device. 10 feet within, like around him.
Yes.
Yep.
Does that count through walls? Like if I step in front of Finrick, does it still count? It's
Sure.
magic.
Yeah,
Yay,
why
okay.
not?
Okay, cool. So, 5 left. That took forever. Okay.
All right. Yeah, so
In.
you're going north or south?
So,
Okay.
there's stuff north?
Yeah, there's 2 doors.
Oh, I thought it was like a double door. Sorry, completely.
Well, there's a
misunderstood.
double door north and there's a double door south.
Yeah. Okay, I'm doing this. Oh, wait. I just stick my head out the south door? Because I'm pretty sure it's just like a drop down.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
just a
okay.
drop down. There's
North.
the telescoping platform that you can, that will somehow pull out, but then you can just go right north.
Yeah.
Inside here is a device that you've seen before. This is a planar translator. It's what allows ships to move into and through the All Else.
Would that be useful for us on our way back?
I mean, your ship already has one.
Okay. So it's not like an upgrade for ours to get us faster to move in
No,
or anything.
this is
Okay.
what allows the missile to be used.
Okay. I step back out. Do I have enough time to step or?
Yeah. You also notice that there is a similar hole in the missile right here.
For this probably. Okay. I'm constantly streaming. I don't have to say it. Blythe just thinks like at all. It's just a constant stream of consciousness. Like I'm sorry. Whenever something interesting is not happening, it's just like thoughts about birds and trees and flowers. So worried about the greenhouse back home. That's it. Has not done the ADHD medication today.
In the Phoenix Guard, have any other ships besides the Sunjumper that could be capable of housing a planar translator?
No, there is the Electra, which is Amelia Earhart's ship, but it also has a planar translator already.
There's the ship that Footfalls is building.
That's true.
In the back of your mind you hear, but if it's theirs, can't they track it?
Well, we did steal one from the Elithids, and they haven't tracked it from us? Question mark. Or did they?
I'm more scared of the celestial gods.
Did take the ship back at one point.
In any case, this is a possible way to get the Sword of Damocles out of here.
We are gathering information on how to move the missile. So we could.
This is also another way potentially to disable it, at least in part, by removing the planar translator from the picture, because then they can't be used on another realm.
Yeah, at least for a time. It if we don't succeed, it'll at least be something.
Blythe, you detect 2 Celestials.
Oh shit. Where? 2.
Here.
Oh shit.
And here.
Okay, I immediately warn the party. 2 Celestials have entered my radius. Where they are approximately. Do Celestials have true sights? True sight?
Some do.
Right.
Take a quick peek around the corner.
You find a hallway with 2 doors.
This one
And at the
this
end
one?
of the hallway, there is a camera.
Oh, wait, where?
Down to the 3rd level.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you scroll
I have,
out.
oh, right, okay, thank you. I have 4 blinks left.
Okay.
I'm gonna start trying to get in through the doors, Fenric, as long as you're close. So yeah, the head peeking through this door first.
Okay. Oops. Let me just check.
Oh wait, I have to roll.
something.
Wait, I have to blink. Give me a second. Don't unveil it. I need to see if I can get it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Excellent. Hold on one moment. Let me get this
Oh,
to
it's
work.
I know what this is. This is the 2 rooms. The 2 rooms that have to press the buttons together to activate the thing.
So, inside, you see a flaming wheel of swords with an eye inside of it. Very clearly an angel. And
Just
you're
stick my head through and I'm invisible, please.
you're invisible. You got
Pass without a trace.
pass without a trace. Roll the stealth check. It'll go against its passive perception.
Oh boy. Oh,
Uh,
plus,
it-
plus 10, right?
Plus 10, but not with
And-
advantage.
Or
And a d4.
Because it
Plus D4.
has true
So-
sight.
24.
Excellent. You got a 24. It has a passive perception of 22.
Huh.
practically blind.
Yeah. So,
My passive perception is 14.
Yeah.
Blythe's eyes water in just surprise, shock, and fear. And she sticks her head out again,
mhm.
kind of shell-shocked for a second, and goes, okay, the next room now. And carries down to the next pair of doors. Very carefully, very scared.
Mhm.
I can't. Oh, I'm now moving both of them. Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna peek in through this door. With another. Ah. Nope. 2 left. Last one. I did it.
Excellent.
I picked my head through.
You stick your head through. And of course, this doesn't want to work. You see a humanoid angel. And you're going to have to either make another stealth check or use the one that you just used. Actually, yeah, you should probably roll.
Okay, I'll roll again.
Why doesn't it want to open its character sheet?
Oh, please give me a 4. 24.
24? Well, I can't seem to open the character sheet, so... Hold on a moment.
Oh, you don't have to open the character sheet. That's okay.
I need
Give
to
it-
know its passive perception.
You don't need to know it.
But if I don't do everything in my power to stop you,
Please.
will you have succeeded?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I beg to differ.
Eric, it's okay. We can live without.
anyone know the Jeopardy theme?
Nope.
Dude,
The only thing that came to my head was the Jurassic Park theme. Dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun,
That's all I got for you.
dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
You can play music.
Oh
you've,
yeah.
you've got
Oh, and
discovered
role-play.
that ability.
Well, yes, but I'm also trying not to overtax Roll20.
Roll
Because Roll20 is Roll20. So what did you roll?
24.
Oh, a 24? You're fine. This guy's got a passive perception of 17.
I thought you asked me because it was higher, and I've been pissing myself the entire time it took you to look it up. Thank you. Thank you for that. Next up is the camera, I guess.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
I am wrong.
Hmm.
He has a passive perception of 23. So you still beat it.
Heart palpitations, Eric. Heart palpitations. Okay. Head back out. Blink is over.
Mhm.
Eyes just watering and like tears. Blythe just very calmly goes, "There's the other Celestial. We can continue forward. I'm gonna go get the camera." And goes for this camera. If I don't get it, we have to continue forward. This is just a charisma check, right? Again?
Yes.
It is. Oh god, a 13. Footfalls, are you still assisting?
I think we can
You
assume
know it.
so.
Okay.
16 plus 1. Okay. Yep.
Oh, only one. Okay, sorry, only one. Sorry, I don't reroll that. Never mind.
Right.
So, 17.
But you will want to re-roll again because there's about to be another camera.
Oh, okay. So,
Just roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent.
I want to imagine that Blythe is just like high-fiving the camera. Is just kind of like.
Putting up little post-it notes.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting a
Like-
lot faster with the illusions.
Yeah, but like I want you to imagine the whole like she's jumping on the top of like just jumping a little bit because she's too short, just like every time. This is a door, right?
That's the same door that you just went through.
Oh, okay. But these
Uh,
are two double doors.
And here is where you're detecting that desecration consecration.
Okay. And there's no other camera here. In this corridor.
No, there's not.
Okay.
Although actually I should be revealing this, which is a 5-foot deep door.
What do you mean?
The
Like
really,
your
really
lock
thick
of
door.
sorts.
Door
Door.
is super thick,
Okay.
Okay.
like with
What
two
is it made out of?
Cs. This is made out of solid metal, probably just some high-grade steel or titanium.
Okay.
well, I better get licking.
You know, if it's titanium, it's not gonna rust. So I don't know if it's tasty to you.
But if-
Um
Steel, it's good to go.
so Blood kind of points to the door, is like, so this is the door. We can open it, but I don't know if there's anyone about to see us on the other side. But we can open it because I disabled the camera. We disabled the camera. High five to Footfalls.
All right, so what are you doing?
I'm waiting to see if someone wants to open it.
Which door?
This
Because
door.
there's a door to your east, a door to your
This is-
west, a door to your north.
This is to the
Yeah, that's
Missile.
just to the missile.
yeah. this one is to something that is both consecrated and desecrated,
Mhm.
and this is a very thick door that we don't know how we're gonna get through yet.
Correct.
So this one doesn't have locks though, right? We can just open it.
It has a
Okay.
latch, but yes, no lock.
So Blythe provides the information but does not open the door, just waits for the group to make a decision.
Oh. Well, good
Yeah.
thing that I don't have an image in there.
What?
Well,
Did you unveil
I
it?
revealed it.
I didn't even see.
There's nothing in there specifically, but I will describe what is in there
Okay.
if you decide to open it.
Team?
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So you open the door to this consecrated, desecrated non-creature. It is a short, squat base of metal. On it is bolted this pillar of either glass or something similar to glass that is reinforced on all of its corners by adamantium. The inside of this thing is colors that you cannot perceive, and swirling in that are many faces that you cannot distinguish from each other. This is the Sword of Damocles. It is on a rolling platform, but it is on tracks that go only one way into the missile. You can pick it up, but it is, 2 feet tall, maybe 8 inches wide.
So that's it. That's what we came here
Does
for.
it
That's what
make
you
any
came here for.
noise or notice us at all? Like or is it just stationary and swirling?
Oh, in the sword?
Yeah.
The faces don't react to you.
Does it make any noise?
There is a faint humming sound.
Okay. Well,
But if this is the sword, what's behind the door? Asks Blythe.
all right. Footfall's gonna walk up to the door,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna use X-ray vision.
The last one.
Yeah.
Okay. You look through solid matter.
Why did you let me see through sense? Okay. Blythe almost died twice.
Yes, but he was saving it for the good part.
Okay.
You see one Rastipede and one Zvart inside, each at either side of the room,
Mm-hmm.
next to a panel. Each of them are next to a panel with a button on them. Both of them are wearing masks.
Gas masks.
Gas
Kind of
masks.
situation.
Yes. And you can tell that the places that they are currently aren't where they normally would be. There's beds and desks for them with like actual computer terminals. This place that they're in is detailed in the LLC shutdown protocol that Finric has. These two have been alerted to your presence and have been locked in here and have attempted to get a signal out.
Mhm.
But you've sabotaged the array, so they are unable to do so.
Sweet.
This is going to be a problem on our way out, though, right? Like, if they keep trying to communicate with things, they're probably going to manage it at some point, right?
It's possible.
I asked the party. Sorry.
Depends on how we sabotage the array.
I can put them to sleep.
Is that still an option?
I mean, they can be put to sleep. Not
Yeah.
with the poison, because you've already used that, but...
Yep. I have sleep. And all of my spells are cast at 5th level. So it would be Dio, Tessera, Exiochto. So that would be 12 d8 of
Okay.
HP.
What is the range of the spell? And
90 feet.
okay, and can you cast it through solid metal?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
That is the thing. This is why I'm pitching it to the team before I go in.
Okay.
I mention all of this and I'm like, I have one less charge on the boots. I step in, I do it, and hopefully there's a way to unlock this from the inside.
You know that there is. However, it requires 2 people. And I believe a third-party validation from outside.
And I'll miss a step out. My miss a step.
Okay, you want to do that?
When you say third-party validation from the outside, is that outside the bunker or outside the site?
I have it written down. Let me get a quick look. This is 7th level. In order to open the Actually, no. In order to open the LLC, both occupants must press the release button. So as long as there's 2 people inside, you can get out. Well, 2 awake people.
Is it worth it to go in here though? I mean, if we're at this point, if we're just gonna, boot it out of here,
But what if they get out and alert? How fast can we get out? I guess this is in a high-pitched, cute voice. I'm not doing it because I'm stressed.
I mean, it would buy us time. At the least, like if they were to alert somebody, having them asleep would give us more time with the device without anybody.
There is a problem, however. Misty Step is to an unoccupied space that I can see, and I cannot see through things. I read my spell before trying to cast it,
Well,
just so I don't get locked on the other side. I would have been locked on the other side of that door.
Well,
But
couldn't Doftov go in with you? If he used his dimension door?
yeah, but shouldn't we keep that in case something worse happens?
Yeah, probably.
We'll have to get out.
I have two emergency shit has hit the fan, get out of jail moves. One is word of recall, which get us all the way back, but we'd leave Onarth and the ship here.
What if-
The other
Oh.
is I do have access, and I did prepare this to the 9th level spell Gate.
Yeah. I was about to say, what if we used the NPC for one of the ones that are inside, but want to find the commander for that? Eric, when you mean it needs two people to press on things, right?
Yes, so there are two buttons. Each of them are at one of the buttons. There are actually two sets of buttons. One of them prevents the launching mechanism from frying itself, which needs to be pressed every 5 minutes. And the other is the release button, which opens the door.
And they're on the two opposite sides because they've been doing this thing.
Yes,
For-
and they are on opposite sides of the room because most people cannot press two buttons simultaneously if they are on opposite
But
sides
it's-
of the room.
But it's pressure, right? Like it's press a button.
Yeah,
it's not
press
like
a button.
ID of your finger.
Right.
Because I throw daggers for a living is why I'm asking.
You want to throw a dagger and time it.
But that's the
press
thing. Wait, how many minutes? How often do you need to press the button?
5 minutes. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it fries the controls. You don't actually care about the controls, so that's not important.
Okay.
What you care about is pressing the release button simultaneously.
But once the controls are fried, someone's gonna realize that someone's still pressing the button.
What?
Well, if I make them fall asleep and then I get out
Yes.
by getting the dagger to hit with the butt of a whatever, won't in 5 minutes the controls are gonna fry.
Right.
So then someone's gonna know that someone didn't press the button again.
Eventually, yes, but not immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, is there anything in the notes that Finner took about like if the button is not pressed, an alarm goes off or something like that?
No. The alarm has already gone off. That's what locked the two of them in here, and is what alerted them to, get them at the ready to press this button.
But then if I go in and I press the release, it will turn off the alarm. Right? Because that's what
Yes.
opening the doors does. It turns off the alarm.
Yes.
Is there anywhere else where the alarm is making noise or making it like the alarm is having an effect, basically?
Make an intelligence check to go over the work instructions.
Oh. Can I have assistance from the rest of the brains in my head?
Yes.
Oh, 13.
13. You're not finding it.
I'm not finding it. Panicked noises from Blythe's brain.
Eric, are these doors made of steel? Or
Yeah.
like- Okay. If I were to try and use rusting bite, I'm assuming this would take a while.
Yes. Imagine trying to eat through a 5-foot wide sandwich.
Okay.
But the sandwich is also taller than you.
Also, you don't have any utensils.
I want that sandwich.
And the sandwich is also made out of metal. Like, you can bite it and eat it, but you can't, dig through it.
But Foles, can't you just hit the door in a spot and then it just opens?
I mean, I probably could.
But but that would make the alarm
Um,
worse and unfixable.
So, what exactly we're trying to do? We're trying to get in here.
Get in, knock them out, press the buttons at the same time, disable the alarm, get out.
And you can get in with Misty Step.
I cannot get in with Misty Step because I need to see where I'm going. I
Right.
need to use the last charge of the shoes to get in. And then if I do go by myself, I need to throw the dagger to hit the button at the same time as me pressing the button.
Alright,
If you do Dimension Door in, then we can do it together.
Well,
I just need
this-
to get in, disable the two people, press
What
the
if
button.
what if we used our good thing I brought this for like an extending pole or something?
I've been thinking about it. I was like, a back scratcher, but it's extendable.
Yeah.
so check this. This like I'm gonna retrofit. I love that idea. I'm gonna retrofit an ability of mine to do something dumb. I've been looking at this.
All right.
Toff says, Blythe, when you get in there, can you like punch yourself really fast?
Yes, I can.
As
Oh.
I've just sent in, protective bond. When a creature affected with the ability bond is about to take damage, a second bonded creature may uses to teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet
That
of the
is
first creature.
yes.
It does not say anything
does
about
not
needing to
require
see
line
the
of sight.
space, or being a space you can see, or a creature you can see.
Right.
Lawyered.
Yes, this
Blythe.
does count.
Blythe hugs the off and goes, "He'll be the first one if I to know if my sleep does not succeed." And I'm gonna use my last charge of my boots. I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna look at both of them. Do they see me? Because I'm invisible. Maybe still. I don't know. Probably not because it's through the door.
Yeah, I think you're invisible until you attack.
Oh, okay.
Though I
Just
think
gonna go.
spells targeting creatures count, but yeah,
I'm just gonna go.
they'll be
"Shh."
asleep.
They only hear that, and I roll. I'm gonna. Oh, wow! Wait, I can do this. Does this work? I don't know if this will work.
I guess it did.
49.
No, because it's 5. Okay, so it's 49. So it starts with the lowest
Yeah.
HP.
Okay.
You subtract 49 from that creature's HP, and once you subtract that, whatever is left you subtract from the other creature, and if both of them are equal to 0, they're both asleep.
Okay. So Zvarts have 5 hit points. And Rastipedes have 22.
Yes! Yes!
So yes.
I picked this spell when I was creating this character. Finally use it properly.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the first time I think I ever used the spell. Oh.
So yeah, you these two technicians fall asleep.
I'm just gonna
and
like
then you punch yourself in the face.
yeah. Blythe will try to she can't. She's just gonna look at the wall and just go onto the wall.
So yeah, you headbutt the wall. Doftoff, you use your reaction to
Yes.
get in the way.
And take a half as dull blow to my own head.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize this was gonna happen. Are you okay?
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was going to be a light punch. This is
Do you have
okay,
any
just
reorienting.
concentration spells going?
no, I do not.
Good.
I do. Yeah. I mean, I would basically auto succeed anyways, but regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, button pressing. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And with our telepathic bond, I count down to 3. From 3. 3, 2, 1.
Press. You press simultaneously, more so than these two ever could. And the door opens.
And with a cry of "Open Sesame!" falls.
You hear from a speaker next to the door.
Shit.
Is everything all right? And
In common?
I think common close enough, yeah. And I think we're gonna call it because it's getting kind of late.
Oh,
But
oh
is that,
no.
can we take it that that's from the garrison or something?
You
I
don't know.
didn't succeed at recognizing the thing. If anyone else wants to try, go for
Yeah,
it.
someone can try.
Try to.
Figure out where these guys can contact using the work instructions.
So this would be some sort of
Some sort of intelligence check.
intelligence check.
I have 4 teleportations things left,
Mm-hmm.
but 1 spell slot remaining. So.
Shouldn't have been safe, but regardless.
Wow.
It's a straight 0 regardless. So.
Yeah,
I mean, I could try.
sure. And Fenric, you can try too if you want.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Might as well.
Anyone.
Oh, should not have been an advantage.
Oh, you all have the guidance thing, so
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
D4,
Fenric, you should roll a d4. Excellent.
because you have a chance of actually
15?
getting it.
So 15 will be enough to figure this part out. The LLC, the Launch Control Center, has a connection to the just outside the vault door and to the garrison. The garrison one is disconnected.
So it's
But
the upstairs.
upstairs is aware that something is wrong inside.
That is worse. That is worse. Because at least the garrison we can run away from. Upstairs is upstairs.
Well, so there's someone in the party with the gate spell. I feel like we have the way out right there.
Wait, can Gate
Like-
get all of us out? Is
Yeah.
it like the
It's
thing that
basically you just create a portal that anything can walk through.
is it 100% success?
I will
Or like
put
do you have to
in the
roll
chat.
for
Put
it?
in the chat. Because we might just be able to
Terrifying. Oh,
call
God,
it
there's so
today
many.
and not have to do another session.
Yeah.
Conjure portal
Unoccupied
and
space,
occupied
you can see within range to a precise location on a different plane of existence. This portal is a circular opening, which you can make 5 to 20 feet diameter, any direction, front and back.
Awesome. Where is this gate going?
I mean, it could go like
All the way home.
if these doors open, we could put like the gate right there, and then we can just wheel the
through the track.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, what's your destination?
Yeah. The end destination for gate. Well, it has to be on a different plane of existence.
Different plane of existence.
So it
But
could
I
just
will
flip
add the
the coin.
stipulation that you cannot leave the realm with a gate.
Right.
So
This
the
doesn't
coin.
go through the all else.
yeah, we could flip the coin.
Yeah.
We could put ourselves at the far tower, so that we're like right next to the ship.
And then we're
And-
gonna use one of our flashbacks to call the ship perfectly there because we totally knew that we were gonna
Oh, yeah.
gate
Plan the whole
our way
time.
there.
Yep.
Yeah,
you
Mhm.
yeah,
planned
that was the
you
plan.
Were gonna gate to that
Yeah.
location.
Mhm.
No, we knew it.
And furthermore, we can also take the time to grab the planar translator while we're here.
Yeah, Footfalls is very fast.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Oh, in a single round, Footfalls has probably gone to the plane of the translator and come back, and
Oh,
no
yeah.
one's the wiser.
But no, oh, yeah.
That's
No. People at this point, people just think that footballs can teleport.
Yeah, that's fair. I was holding on to Scatter, the last Misty-Step, and what was the last one that I had? And I was like, maybe not. Far Step. Those were the last. And of course, I have miss the escape, which is a reaction which would require me to hit my head against the wall again, but I could also do that.
Excellent. So, Footfalls quickly runs up, grabs the planar translator, comes back. As Doftoff is opening up the gate, Doctor Strange style, you pass through and are at the bottom of one of the towers. You press the button in the tower. You are instantly transported to the corresponding Tower of Day. Walk up the stairs and are met by Onarth, who very surprisedly looks up from his book. Like, oh shit, you actually made it.
But we're not home just yet.
We getting out of
Can
here?
we? Yes. Yes. I don't like it here. It's scary. Everything is mean. There's
With
things
all
with too many
haste.
eyes.
Are we really bringing the Damocles to Muldoona?
Yeah, that was the question I have. Maybe we should make a pit stop.
I have an idea for a pit
Kick
stop.
kick it out the door, and y'all.
We can take it on a plane that's just vast gardens and
Yeah,
some creatures.
I think we take it back to Muldoona because that's going to be the most secure place for it, where no one else is going to take it, and then we can figure out, like, we can do another mission for trying to disable it, destroy it.
Yeah, unless
Whatever.
you're planning on like detonating it in an empty realm, I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything to do with it.
And I don't know that we can ever verify that a realm is truly empty.
We said you could detonate it in all else, and it might create a realm.
It might. It also might destroy every realm.
We can just have Bellin
Not the
study
worst
it.
outcome.
I understand what you're saying, Doftoff, but I live here and I want to keep living here.
We could just have Bellin just study it and help us figure out.
No, the whole point of not bringing Bellin along was to have him not study it.
Why not? Bellin is chill. He's nice. He has
Yeah,
helped
but
me with
Bellin
stuff
might
before.
try and recreate it, and that
Or use it as a bomb.
or that.
Like to use bombs.
Plus, you know, if somehow word were to get out that we had this, that might be bad.
But
Although that's also kind of the reason we have it,
but
as a deterrent.
But isn't the whole point that we should destroy it, and Bellin is probably the only one who would have information on this? And then if once Bellin studies it and he tells us how to destroy it, we destroy it, then that's it.
If he is willing to destroy it, and that's something not all party members here are know as a guarantee at this point.
Can we use the flashback that we
Yeah.
didn't use of you really had me going there?
Yes. Which bad guy do you want to have secretly
There
struck a
was
deal
only 2 that we didn't knock out. And there's only 2 that Blythe only saw.
with? Okay.
Is everyone okay with me doing this? I'm asking in case anyone else wanted to do anything else.
Well, we did have the idea for the commander, who does have knowledge of the Sword of Damocles' is construction and like how to use it. That's my only other
True.
thought with that.
Okay.
I'm looking at the language of you really had me going there. You secretly struck a deal with one of the bad guys, begrudging and temporary. They act in a way that is conducive to you completing the heist, which I don't think destroying the Sword of Damocles is part of.
we can fudge that.
Okay.
Because part of the reason that you went on this heist is because you want to get rid of this.
Mhm.
Correct. All right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
would the general know
more.
how to like destroy the sword?
You don't know that, but this gives the opportunity to ask.
Okay. Um. Okay, so basically it was just like a flashback of like maybe making sure that even if the garrison did hear something, no one would come over or something like that.
Yeah, I think we flash back. Let me look at telepathic bond. Any range. Okay, cool. So we flash back to before you enter in. You've been corresponding through Azreem's network of spies to get into contact with people who get into contact with other people who get into contact with the commander. What was his name? Tight grip on the heirloom blade.
Wait, is that the second guy I saw?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say hi to him anyways. That was gonna be the person that I would say hi to. That's what I wanted it for.
So yes, we flashback to you corresponding with Tight Grip. Then we flash forward to when you, Blythe, enter into the room with Tight Grip, and he rolls a 23 against your 24. But in this, we see he actually did see you, and he knew that you were there, and he knew not to alert the rest of the, not to like put everyone on high alert. We actually see as the poison is being spread throughout the system, he distracts Gleaming Hope in the Downtrodden's eye from noticing.
What's Tight Grip's full name?
What?
Tight Grip's full name?
Tight grip on the heirloom blade. So Tight Grip distracts Gleaming Hope so that Gleaming Hope doesn't notice that the poison is happening, poisoning everyone else in the building, doesn't send out the alert immediately, and ignores the comms between the LCC and his office.
As I peek in and he sees me, I'm gonna say, if we do this non-lethally, do we get extra brownie points?
He solemnly nods.
Noted.
And so then you go off and gate out, at which point he connects to your telepathic bond, which you have allowed him to do.
Okay.
It says, "You got what you came here for, but you had questions, correct?"
Many questions.
Ask 3. I'm glad to be rid of this, but I'm not glad to be stolen from. This will look poorly on me, and I already don't like where I'm at.
Could always leave.
I serve a better purpose here.
Does
Could
the
we-
weapon need the detonation device to detonate, or can you detonate it differently?
Wait, hold on. Could we?
Great
could we-
questions.
Could we work on these questions as a group in between sessions?
Ah.
Is there another session we had if we just kind of wrapped up?
I mean,
or
I'm just saying, just like we don't need to do it as like another session together. Just like we just
oh, you mean like
Oh, yeah,
before the next session we play? Like
you
just
can
like
ask
we handle
me
this.
and-
We handle this kind of off camera effectively.
Yeah,
because we
fine
could
with me.
strategize what we ask.
I think that makes sense. Let's go over the cool shit you did as
So much.
you get onto Onarth's ship and blast
Oh, right.
off.
Oh god, that was forever ago. Cool shit we did.
Yeah, I have a list.
Oh, you
Good,
do? Because
good.
I have.
I have a few things, but most of it's from like the early game.
Mhm.
Are succubi devils or demons?
I believe they can be either.
Okay.
So
I had so many destruction plans in case like it went ballistic. None of them happened. I'm just here like,
This went surprisingly well.
um,
so I if I can go through my list, or if you know,
mhm.
if
Yeah,
do,
go
do,
for
do.
Um, so we had, this is going back to the previous session as well, because we
Mhm.
didn't do the cool things list for that one either.
Oh shit, yeah.
So it was, we talked to some goblins, had some very existential discussions with them.
Yes.
Bob,
Uh,
Right. Oh, in the flip side. Right.
mhm. There was Blythe experimenting with the tower,
That was a thing that did happen.
and I also specifically want to call out the trick with the arrow. That was pretty cool to test if it would
Cut you off.
cut it off. Yeah. There was footfall saying, "Ah, my eyes," when we flip back to the daylight. There was, I think, Blythe went into a like a cold sweat, like just generating heist ideas at one point, just like throwing them out
Yeah.
real
no,
fast.
that did.
Let's see. Oh, Footfall's catching the cut purse goblin and intimidating the rest away.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about the goblins in the night realm.
Blythe shopping for the cape.
Please keep the cape. Dave, please keep the cape. Keep it on
yeah.
at all times. I beg you.
That's part of Doftoff now. He loves
His
that game.
his lordly regalia.
That's right. Lord Doftoff rule finally befitting.
Oh, the discovery of the vault entrance password.
Mhm.
This is well, I was gonna say this is like number one, but actually there's some others we got later on that might rival this, but we extorting the devil.
Yeah, that was
I am so proud of
amazing.
that. Like, and it was so good too, because I got to do it in character without like leaving character at any point. I was just like Blythe hearing it goes like just the
Yeah, I
the
was
perfect
watching you react to that, and I'm like, oh no, she figured something out. What did she figure out? Oh no!
it was great. I love that so much.
Yeah. And I
that
had
was
to in
fantastic.
character figure a way to get you to shut up.
So now I have a devil's name,
Yeah.
which is awesome. I'm gonna go home and kill Stolas. That's my next plan. But the
Hell yeah.
the devil, the contract with the devil was so good. I also know how I'm gonna get out of it if I want to.
Cool.
Okay. Then there was coming up with the backstory for the commander.
Mm-hmm.
Figuring out that the commander could help us, like just picking the commander as the NPC that we manipulate, regardless of like what happened. Like this was our goal. I think that's really cool. Like the knowing what to look for, who to look for rather. I want every teleportation spell to count as its own like cool thing that we did.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Daft of thinking of like the like just like what was it? Punch yourself to teleport into the room with Blythe.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have that.
Genius shit.
I have that.
Genius shit.
There's also Blythe's quote unquote insight role that led to Dovtoff's rush order.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which also
I loved it. It was awesome. Again, like that money it doesn't matter.
which also led us to get the sleeping dust, which was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping dust for
Also, everyone should write down that you have an Austrianish garb.
outfits. Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, Austrian with an O and ish at the end because it's not Austrian, it's Austrian-ish. Because the whole realm is called Austrian.
I love it. Thank you.
I'm noticing here that despite Blythe being the lowest level member, there's a lot of these that are on this list that are related to Blythe.
Yeah, you were like key member.
MVP.
Also,
I
great
live for
that Eva
heists.
just loves heists.
Yes.
I'm so glad you do. I also love heists. They're one of my favorite things.
They are the best. I'm really like I love them very much, and I'm glad that Blythe has like spells that are useful for that because being the lowest level I thought I was gonna be pretty useless, especially in the spell casting fact, because like we have a cleric that's level 120.
19. Yes, effectively.
Exactly. So I was like, what am I gonna do? And like prestidigitation being the story. That is like I am gonna make an equivalent like gadget for Blades in the Dark because I love that so much. That was so much fun. I was like it's like because the prestidigitation illusion is tiny, but so is the camera, so you just slap it onto the camera every time. Just
So yeah,
it works.
definitely add that one to the list of cool things. And then also identifying the void link array.
Yep.
Rolling high on both those rolls.
I feel like I
I think
got
also-
most of my bad rolls out early when we were doing the bargaining for the clothes. Like we paid a lot of money for those clothes, but
They are better quality than you would expect from a swindler, but still definitely overpriced.
Yeah, I expected so. Sorry.
Which we also got to identify, like properly roll identify on that as well. I don't know if you want to pop that in the chat, since we would have.
Oh yeah, you'd be able to go back and identify it. I mean, there's not a whole bunch. This the void link array is basically allows you to speak through the all else to another void link, which this one is connected to the celestial host's high command, because they would be getting orders directly from high command to launch the sword.
Okay, that makes sense.
They can also
throw a
report,
sending stone in there and just scream into the sending stone. Fuck you guys!
Yeah, it's basically a sending stone, but can work through the all else.
Yeah. Oh no, I meant like we have our own set of sending stones,
Yeah.
and we keep one on it, so when we're on our way out, we can just cuss them out as we're leaving.
Then there was, well, us just in general rolling really high on stealth.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no one saw you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well,
The
tight
Archangel
grip,
did.
but
Yeah.
you meant for him to see you,
Yeah.
and
What
he
What
is
was
in
what was the
cahoots.
alarm that set off? Like how did they get alerted to our presence?
You missed one of the cameras,
Gas.
and also the gas.
Wait, we missed it?
You missed one of the cameras,
But we were invisible still.
but the door opened.
Yeah.
The vault door, actually.
Oh, the first one, so we missed the camera outside.
No, it was inside the elevator.
There's one in the elevator. Yeah.
Mhm.
Was it a missed roll, or we just didn't see it? A missed roll.
You just didn't do it. I think
Yeah, we
you
didn't-
I just didn't-
forgot.
I was gonna say something, but I just didn't. Sorry.
Yeah.
It ended up not mattering too much because you got out. Now they know
yeah, and we have-
someone stole it,
Yeah.
but
They
they
don't know
don't
who.
know who.
Great. That alone is on the cool things list, right? there.
Yeah.
Chaotic as fuck. This is why Blythe should have summoned a demon in the end, devil in the end, anyways, just to be like, fuck you guys.
But
That's why I
I-
wanted to do it.
I also I had as two separate things on the list as like us as a group rolling really well on stealth, because that is a kind of an achievement on its own, and then specifically Blythe doing it when we had the two commanders back to back, just narrowly
Yeah.
passing their.
Beating
Yeah.
1 by 2 and 1
True,
by 1.
true. Honestly, the many-eyed thing, Blythe will have nightmares about for like a long ass time.
Yeah.
Also, I want cool points for the double sleep of the two things on the other side. And the blink, even though I was like, I shouldn't use this right now, but I did. Blythe teleports, and I'm so happy that this is. I made a change in her kit like a few sessions ago, and this is probably the session it's paid off the most. Because I've been trying to figure out her kit since the tournament sessions. But I still don't know what she does, and now I'm like, oh, that's what she does. I see now. Thank you. I'm good. It was very rewarding for me to see that the kit works as a teleportation goblin. It's good.
There was the protective bond to get into the panic room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Using that was really cool. Think outside the box or inside the box.
Yeah. The X-ray to see inside the box.
Oh, sure.
That was really cool. I was like, X-ray? What? What do you mean?
Yeah, it has been a long while since you've used that item, I think.
I've been using it since I was able to get an extra attunement slot because I dropped. But I've only been using the true sight.
Okay. That's why it hasn't been called out.
Mm-hmm. And then last thing I have on the list is using gate to like bypass everything, just get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
But like doing it also as like a flashback to be like, we intended this all along.
This was totally the plan, 100%.
I love that we kept one of the flashbacks for that, because it's just so heist movie. Like
Yeah, like that was perfect. Like that's absolutely how it would go in a heist movie. It's like, oh,
yeah.
like especially because I just told you that they know that you're here upstairs and like are ready for you. It's like, well, yeah, we don't need to go upstairs. We knew
Yeah.
that they would know.
No, that was amazing. And
Yeah.
like we had it all prepared anyways. Like and the other plane thing being the flip side of the coin and us already having been to the other towers on the other side of the coin.
Yeah, and knowing the mechanics of how that works, and so you can be like, oh, well, we plan to meet up here because we can.
Yeah,
So perfect.
so good. Um really good shit. I love that. That's the best exit ever.
Yeah, like creating the feeling of a heist in a
Mm.
role-playing game is very difficult because there is a collaborator who doesn't always do what's best for the story, the dice.
Yeah. I missed the camera. I can't believe I missed the camera.
Yeah.
You just didn't even see it?
I mean, it was on the board.
I guess it didn't.
It must have
Okay.
just slipped your mind. I don't know.
Yeah. On camera.
But yeah, this I think went very well.
Yay. I loved it. I absolutely fucking loved it. It was very stressful. You
I'm
having to like
glad that you thought it was stressful because I felt that you guys were kind of breezing through it. But if you felt like you weren't, then that's good.
I was like, no, I fucked up and now we're gonna I can't believe we fucked up at a camera so early on. I'm glad it didn't kill us. No, I was very worried the entire time. Cause like I'm level 11. Actually, I'm still level 10. I haven't leveled up Blythe to level 11. So it's level 10 and everyone else is level 19. If anything was to go to shit for the balancing of this quest, Blythe would probably be one shot to death. And I was the whole time I was like, please, 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 let's just get out of here. Let's get the thing and get out.
All right. So,
Yeah.
time to calculate the XP.
Mhm. And I just want to point out, maybe it doesn't quite make it on the cool things list, but I like that Finrick was at least contemplating taking one for the team, eating through the door.
I
Finrick
always
sees the door.
love when Finrick has something to do with metal. It's just, it always tickles.
And he's making himself like what is it? What is his stronghold?
Oh,
Restaurant.
yeah, it's a restaurant.
All right, so he's got how many metal dishes?
Yeah.
It's all metal dishes.
Is
Yeah.
it gonna be only Warforged that can go to the
They
restaurant?
serve more meals that involve metal than one would think a restaurant
cool.
should, which is very strange because you'd think they shouldn't serve any.
Yeah, it's mostly meat, but little flakes of metal find their way into everyone's.
Also,
everyone's
You die from that.
Bellin's like machine shop supplies you with scraps all the time, so you got like full salads of burrs.
No, I mean more seriously, Finrick's backstory. His dad was a military cook, and he's just trying to continue the tradition. The metal stuff is just for Finrick.
Finrick was at one point turned into a rust monster,
Oh,
and he retained some of that taste for metal.
I see. Still have a cursed dagger somewhere if you want it.
I mean, I could try and eat it.
Not cursed
It'll
exactly.
do something.
I will do something. I don't know what exactly. It's probably gonna summon a chthonic Teletubby.
Oh, that dagger.
That dagger.
That's not cursed. It's hijacked. There's a difference.
I have not used that dagger. Like, part of the reason I'm really glad Dave thought of the Doptop thing is because I don't have many other daggers on me. There's my packed dagger that is in a different plane that I've left with a different deity. I have not used that dagger in 2 sessions or something. 3 sessions.
Yeah, I don't know
And
what you're
quite
so
in a few
worried
missions.
about. She let you keep it.
Not.
I know. I'm also the same person who
Yeah, that
tricked
took the
you
tech.
with the devil, demon.
Yeah. It's Eric. I can't believe this. 2 out of 2 Blythe on trusting the wrong person. The first one, okay. The second one, I
Listen, fool you once, shame on you. No, me. I don't remember how it goes, and I'm
fooled
also
me
trying to
twice.
reverse
Shame
it.
on.
Fool me
Yeah,
once,
because it is shame on you.
you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So yeah, fool you once, shame on you. Fool you twice,
Shame on you.
shame on me. No, also shame on you.
No.
So anyway,
Take no responsibility for Stella's.
what is it? Big reward. You are each going to take 25,000 experience points.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay.
You managed to not fight a lot of things by being very clever.
Because we are so clever. We are so smart.
Yeah. Good job.
I'm level 12. Well, wait. Can I level up?
Yes. You can level
2
up
levels in
twice
one
in
downtime?
the same downtime action. Because I didn't
Nice.
want to penalize people who choose to not level up and then like do something else.
This is the most round number we've ever had for XP.
That is because I made it round because I didn't want to calculate everything out.
Adding stuff. Yeah, that this it up.
Yeah. Good session. I enjoyed it a lot.
Me too. The exit was. I
Primo.
can't believe I fucked up all of the rolls to get anything in the beginning. Just everything just went sideways. Like Blythe lost more money that she made this session. Absolutely. I think.
I mean,
Wow.
No. That's a lie.
I paid for the.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing.
you paid for the other thing. Yeah, never mind. No, it was footballs that lost more money than they made the session.